So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money nice than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Two Beerded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
With us today,
Mike Lawton
from Indy Craft Brew. Hey, I was worried you wouldn't do it. Sorry. I'm used to normal guests, not people who actually, sell things for a living. And behind the camera, the one, the only.
I'll scream that.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? He doesn't count today.
Yeah.
All right.
No, he doesn't count.
Is it bad I'm kind of relieved about that? The pressure's off now?
Finish what you're drinking because I got to give you more beer. But, guys, it is time for a great episode. We have technically 9 beers in the lineup, but there's other beers in the cooler. If we have time, shit might get drunk today. It's fine. Mike was awesome and brought us some different beers from different breweries that either we haven't had in a while, haven't had before. It'll be a good time. Plus a collab or two with some of our favorite people.
Yes.
I'm talking to you, Stefan. Anytime we get to drink anything from Hop Lore, we are fanboys. It is fine. As always, for those of you watching on YouTube, we are live on Twitch and Facebook as well. So if something goes down, switch to the other one. Also, if you have a Twitch, follow it because that's the one that we actually might try to figure out how to monetize on someday because, they have lower thresholds and we've already met that threshold.
Yeah,
so,
Are we officially over the hump or are we still flirting with it? Depending on
we bounce back and forth depending on the day. So I really need you to follow that because...
Yeah, all John's neighborhood kids need to actually sign up and stick with it.
Tired of bouncing back and forth.
Damn it.
Now, with that being said, before we drink the beer I poured, it is time to do our most anticipated beer. Matt, as always, you kick us off. What are you looking forward to, my man?
Just for at least the name and or ingredients, I'm looking forward to this Parfait Dream. I also don't believe that we've had anything from... Is that a collab? Either of those
Hop
breweries?
Lore and Indy Craft Brew.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I see. Sorry, I had to look on the photo and I got this bad eye. Yeah. That's even more exciting then. I didn't realize it's Hop Lore. Yeah.
All right, John, you're up.
There's several different things, but I'm with Matt on that one. It's a Hop Lore beer, which is Stefan and Hop Lore's awesome. And then it's the Indy Craft Brew collab, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I unintentionally brown-nosed right there, didn't I?
A little bit.
And that's awesome. We're good with that.
What about you?
Delivery boy.
Delivery boy?
Yeah, Chris was nice enough to drop me off a can of that, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm excited for them, but I always expect good things from Windmill, so I kind of feel like a cop-out if I pick them.
And
So you picked Hop Lore.
I didn't realize it was Hop Lore until I saw the logo.
I like that. I always expect good things.
Yeah.
So you picked one of our highest rated breweries.
It's too late to change.
So that label is definitely going on my keys as well. It's got Chris's face on it.
I know. Yeah.
For me, I'm actually... Sorry, I'm going to hop away from the ones that you brought. Only because I am ridiculously excited for Macademics from Great Notion. It's the only stout we're drinking today, and it is...
Okay. I didn't.
It is. It looks tasty.
It's Great Notion. I figured it's going to be a sour.
So, we've had more IPAs from Great Notion than anything.
They do a good job across the board. Doesn't matter what.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
So I'm excited for that one. But our first beer, and I'm going to tell you what it is before Matt does his thing on the camera, or on the whatever people are there for. Words are hard
comments?
sometimes. Thank you. Session Premium Lager. This one came from Full Sail Brewing out of Hood River, Oregon. John brought it back from his trip out west recently.
It did.
And I am kind of pumped to start off with just a simple 5% lager.
I was sad because we could not go there because they didn't open until Thursday, and we were there on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Matt,
You guys
got anything for us?
It was great.
We got Russell
over
on. He says, it's finally fucking Monday. Woo! Which most people are like, oh God, it's fucking Monday. I appreciate the enthusiasm,
Not the
I
sir.
TVGU, baby.
was going to say, I get pretty excited for Mondays. It's an excuse to drink.
This is true. Oh, Chris Knight, speaking of that, just podcast. What's up, fellas? We're going to be
Chris
drinking your
Knight.
face later, pal.
Yeah, we're drinking your face.
Drink in your face! It'll either be the next beer, or the one after that, or the one after that, or the... No.
We're just drawing at random, so sorry, we don't have a timeline for you, Chris.
Yeah, normally I can tell you exactly when you're going to be, consumed.
Yeah, I brought you, Chris. I brought one of your beers, buddy. Thanks for dropping it off the other day.
He felt bad for you, No. All right, so let's see what this tastes like. Mike's not been on the show before, so I will remind everybody when we score, it's the average of the 3 scores here. We do them from 0.25 to 5 in quarter increments. So let's see what this takes.
I just realized that I'm supposed to put something in the comments. I can't do it through the streamer anymore. I got to open up the actual thing, and I don't do that very
I hate
often.
when I'm actually like doing my job.
I know,
I remember to do it for once, and Matt ruins it.
Yeah, I suck at my job.
3 is a perfectly average beer on the Two Beerded Guys score. Above a 3 is above average. 4 or higher is you're seeking that beer out. That means it's good beer, both objectively and subjectively. Above 4.5 is where the subjective really gets into it. That's where it's your favorite kind of beer. 5 out of 5 obviously is perfect. Under 3 is below average, but 2 to 3 is still very drinkable beer. A lot of mass-produced beers are in that 2 to 3 range. A lot of core beers at breweries are in that 2 to 3 range. Yeah. Under a 2 is where you're starting to get, but I'll still drink it if handed to me. Mike brought beer. If it was one that's under a 2, but it was handed to me, guess what? I'll still drink it. Now, under a 1 is where I'm going to look at you, I'm going to hand it back or dump it down the drain, and I'm going to drink water. Or I'm going to turn around and grab something out of our tap behind us. So anything under 1, that's where you're getting real bad. We take the average of the 3 scores.
For the record, I got it figured out. I know you were.
Congratulations.
I'm pins and needles about that
How
one.
many episodes have we done this?
I don't normally have to open that up separately. All right.
He's been behind the camera for 75 episodes.
Yeah, that's actually...
I might have lied. I thought I had it.
So for those of you that have heard of Indy Craft Brew before, it is because it is always on our camera. Well, almost every week's on our screen.
Yep.
Either on the can cam, which is usually where he resides, so that way it pops up every beer, or his logo's on the main screen. Today, I think it might be on both.
Main screen today.
Main screen today.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. You've given us a lot of beer for the show as well, and been a good friend of the show, so we try to make sure your logo's on there as much as possible. Make sure you check them out. They are doing a lot of really cool things that we're going to talk about here very shortly, so stick around.
So this beer, I feel like maybe slightly undercarbed. Not as...
See, it had a head the whole time I was drinking it. I had a nice little bubble on the tongue most of the time. The effervescence was there. I feel like the carb level was fine for a lager.
I drink it.
Yeah, it went down smooth, went down easy. I know how you are with lagers, so we made sure and threw one in today. So
yeah, something a lot of people probably don't know about me. Well, if Chris is watching, he knows. I like it.
Scissors. Evidently, you can play rock paper scissors with their
nice
bottle caps.
Yeah,
it's kind of mild.
It's a lager. I mean, it's a nice basic lager, easy to drink, 5%. It definitely, when you're out west with all the IPAs that are consumed out there, would be fun to be able to go into a brewery and be like, I need the lager.
Yeah. But you need something like that in your lineup, and you need that everyday easy drinker, and that's what this is.
Yeah, I was at a beer festival in Las Vegas, and there was not a single lager at that beer festival.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I
don't even know if they knew what a lager was.
I just realized John's got his mitts on this. We haven't had this on bottle cam this time yet.
It was already there. It'd been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, for a minute.
Then I had to give it to Mike so he could look at the bottle.
Oh, yeah, my bad. There it is.
You're so bad at this. What?
So what's the average?
I'm not good at multitasking. How many times have I tell you this?
Average beer is a 3.
Got it.
Yeah.
So the Two Beerded Guys score, and it's in quarter increments, so you can go up or down in quarter. So 0.25 for, in case you weren't sure.
Yeah. So it's like an untapped thing, kind of.
Yeah, it's what we based it off.
Actually, Untapped based our scale off of us, but,
They did.
We just don't get the recognition we deserve.
I only rate my own beers on Untapped, so I'm kind of biased. I think all my ratings are like 4.5, 5. They're all my own beers, though, so.
I'm my biggest fan.
And that's what, I get that because we've done that.
Oh, yeah.
For breweries we work for, we're like, okay, we're going to bump the ratings.
Especially new breweries, or new beers.
Yeah.
You can't let that first beer come in at a 2 or something. So, yeah, when we came out with a whole new lineup one time, I was like, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5,
Right.
5, 5. Especially the ones that might not have gotten 5s. 5, 5.
I'll start.
Yeah, you start us
with
off.
this particular one. I think it's solid. It's refreshing. I'm going to go 3 1/4.
It's a solid score. What about you, Mike?
It is what it is. I'll just do the average, which is a 3.
Yep.
I'm going to agree with John with a 3 1/4, which will give us a TBG score of 3 1/4. Just so you know, guys, we do have people watching today, and you might randomly hear them voice up on the mic today. Or in this case, Austin is walking behind us to grab some more brews.
We just gave a serial killer smile on the first try. Just so you know what you did there, pal.
All right, so we've had our first beer, Mike. Before we open up the second one, you are doing a ton of stuff right now. Give me one of the projects you're working on. That the very first one that comes to mind that you want to talk about today.
Probably reopening the tap room in Muncie. We're rebranding I've been there since October, but we actually are rebranding it to Indy Craft Brew Tap Room, and hopefully with all the permits and all that good stuff, hopefully we're opening in August. Towards the end, we're shooting for the 15th, but we'll see. Yeah, we're shooting for the 5th. Opening a tap room with our own name on it is that's the biggest thing right now. We got all kinds of other stuff, but that's my goal. That's my project we're working on right now.
I'm excited for it. It's where my brother and I like to go drink, to be honest.
I like to drink there too. So.
Whenever Brett and I have a chance to actually grab beers together, he has 4 kids, so the man's a little busy between that and work. And whenever we get a chance for just him and I to go out, it's always...
We've had a good time together.
We have.
Yeah.
We always talk, though. We're like, where do you want to go? Do you want to go here, here, here? Oh, let's just go to the... bottle shop. All right.
Yeah.
Darn.
So obviously rebranding, but is it still going to be Bottle Shop Tap Room?
Yeah.
Or how is that going to be? Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna have food. We're gonna the only thing we haven't ironed out is whether or not we're gonna do. We don't know if we're gonna do 21 or older, or we're gonna still allow kids. That's the only part that we actually haven't ironed out. But yeah, we have 13 tap lines. We're still gonna do carry out. We're still gonna have food. The food menu is changing a lot. Changing a lot. But everything else kind of stays the same, yeah. But that's the only part we haven't decided whether or not we're gonna allow kids or not. We just haven't figured that part out yet. We'll have that ironed out in the next couple weeks, hopefully, with my team that's over here. You guys can't see
the team that's really enjoying just getting to hang out and drink right now.
They might tag in later, WWF rules.
It's kind of entertaining because I asked them if they wanted to be on, and Austin's like, yeah, sure. And I see right next to him is this.
I'll make an
What's her name, Tyler?
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Jillian.
Ah, darn it.
Yeah.
I thought so, but I got scared. I was like,
I know,
fuck
I
it.
know. I caught it. I was just like, I could do it.
And actually, Jillian, which she is actually going to be the tap room manager at our spot in Muncie.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Face, yep.
She's the face of the company.
I'll tell you how the best way to learn someone's name is to fuck it up the first time. It's like, Lillian? She's like, no, Jillian. Oh, shit.
I'll still forget it. Hey, honestly, I know his because it's my fucking middle name. Like,
on that lager, Matt, what would you have given that? It don't count, though.
we don't care.
Yeah, it's pretty average. I think a 3's on that. I kind of agree with you. I could have gone off a little more bubble tongue myself, but
Thank you.
I didn't think it was bad. Just a little more carb would have gone a little bit ways for me.
All right, so this one here is Imprint's Smoogie Scoops. There's an H first. Scoops.
Yeah.
Raspberry white chocolate. This says beer with raspberries, white chocolate, and ice cream. Again, this is from Hatfield, Pennsylvania by Imprint.
And real quick, too, Kevin Atwell jumped on and says, hi, guys. What's
Oh
up,
my
Kevin?
God.
Yeah. And
Hey, Kevin.
I'm guessing referring to the last beer. I just got a chance to read this. Russell's saying it's definitely a windsurfer brew. So
I get what he's saying.
is that a West Coast thing,
Yeah, you
John?
want to fill me in? Because I have no idea what it is.
Right by Hood River, right before you get to Hood River, the little town on the river, is a
Jesus.
large area where you can
Yes.
kite surf and things like that.
That is tasty as hell, but that is a whole lot of raspberry.
Yeah.
That is a whole lot of thick.
Hey, Kevin,
Yeah, what is it?
tell Val I sent her hoodie back with BYBC.
Extra thick.
That is...
Yeah, she's thick.
She thick.
This is actually Jillian's can, so we're drinking her beer.
Thank you.
This was a gift.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is a gift.
So you're drinking her gift.
Yeah.
That's a team player there.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when all the beers end up in my. I'm like.
That's
oh,
fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
I actually remembered it as I was packing up some stuff. I was like, I think these are Jillian's. What do you think?
Solid.
It's thick.
It's really good. I'm really happy that's as much as I'm going to drink of it. And it's definitely a beer that one of Matt's main duties on this show is going to be required.
Dish bitch.
Yeah. So
For some reason, I thought it was going to be like one of the fancier ones. I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to be that.
have you seen this glass? It's
Yeah.
absolutely dish bitch.
Yeah.
But
It's the same color as Pepto-Bismol.
I will say this: the balance
It
of
is
it.
that.
No, it's a little darker than Pepto.
A little bit.
I think it's just frothier.
I will say this though, it's balanced better than a lot of this style of beer.
I think it's not.
See, I really like the balance, and I think that raspberry and chocolate work really well. I think the initial hit of raspberry catches you off guard, but as you drink it, that is a good blend.
I beg to differ.
You're usually wrong, so
Yeah.
whose scores usually line up with the smartest man in beers, whose don't. So me, you.
I definitely should have been on the show earlier. I like this whole.
Oh, this is the third or fourth time you were supposed to be on the show.
Yeah, I'm busy all the time. It's crazy.
No, he just forgets yeah, I'll be there 2 days before the show.
I started using
Mike,
Google.
still gonna be on?
I started using
Oh,
Google,
fuck.
I'm
Google
in Florida.
Calendar. I started using Google Calendar now.
I'm proud of
Yeah, you
you.
didn't email us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, now we got the go-to guys. Go straight to Austin instead. Just supersede
Austin,
him.
Yeah, that's what
Austin
it is.
actually keeps track of my schedule now. So, but the Google thing is kind of cool. It
I'm
works.
proud of you.
Yeah, I'm stepping up. Yeah.
So I haven't seen Carrie or Bunny chirp off if they're on here yet or not, but in honor
It's a
of them,
very soft, creamy mouthfeel with a slight astringency at the end.
oh, Bunny
You get a
just
lot of
jumped out.
those
She said, "Hey, I'm
raspberry
about to listen to the car."
Berries. Like you get a lot of that raspberry seed in there, I think.
No.
God damn.
There is no. Just no.
Can I
We're
see that
just
can?
totally opposite today.
Yeah, one of us
You
is
having a
right,
bad time
one of us
day? You guys
isn't.
just being like
No, I'm having a great time
being
today.
competitive husband.
You're
wife
not
day.
even close.
No,
I was
I'm
gonna
close.
rinse with some of this hoppy.
All right.
Mike's like, I'm going to rinse with beer.
Yeah, just kind of give her a little.
In all fairness, Matt's going to be rinsing the glasses a lot today, so Mike might have the best idea.
Yeah.
Because I opened this cooler, and that's not the only thick beer I'm seeing.
No, but Mike gets to rate this first.
Yes, he does. Oh, fuck yes.
I'll just probably go with 3. I don't. It's just raspberry, raspberry, raspberry. It's thick. It's basically exactly what it's supposed to be. I don't. Yeah, 3. 'Cause that's the average, right?
Yeah.
Average it is.
I'm going to disagree because I honestly think it was blended better than John's giving it credit for. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Well, evidently, because the average is going to be coming down to where I'm at, that's a 2.75.
You are so wrong.
No.
You are not even close to right. Like, right is over there, and you're
was
fucking
left.
upstairs.
This is very similar to the beer we're
Hey,
gonna
Matt.
drink though.
Hey, John.
Where you
And
at on this one?
I actually enjoyed it. The texture kind of threw me off a little, where I couldn't drink a whole lot of it, but I thought the flavor was pretty good. The raspberry was a little stronger, but I thought it tasted just fine. So I see what you're saying, but I'm not quite as far off or as far on it as you are. I'd say like 3.25.
He's closer to right.
So
Do you
we are
realize how
3.
fucked up you are that
We
Matt's
are
closer
3.
to right?
No.
this
One is
is
there.
very.
I heard I'm above
similar
average,
to
for the first
Pablo
time.
beer that we're gonna drink later. I just realized. I mean, they got ice cream in here too. So
And that's kind of got like the frothy melted like malt of a milkshake. Like
What's on the
foamy
can
top.
is in the can.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could go below average. I really don't.
I just don't think it's blended as well. That's where I'm at. Too much
Wait
raspberry.
till you try the parfait.
Not enough the other
one.
stuff. Yeah.
This
exactly.
is gonna be a day.
The parfait is kind of the same, but the parfait knocks that one out.
All right, so this beer comes from a buddy of
I feel
ours.
bad about that.
This is from Windmill Brewing. It will have our lovely friend Chris Knight's face on the can. You'll
At least
see
it has
it.
our friend Chris Knight's face on it.
I don't know. That's pretty lovely.
He's one of the coolest dudes in the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, awesome
This
dude.
is Delivery Boy. This is a Berliner Weiss style ale with passion fruit, orange, guava, marshmallow, and lactose.
So I have a question to ask Chris if he's still watching. Like the ingredients of this, was that determined by you because you have a lot of passion, and or you have like a marshmallowy build, or like how did you guys come to the concoctions of this?
I hope
Nobody
you're watching.
is safe on this show.
No.
I mean, we've hung out enough, I think, that we can poke the fun out. He says all.
That is one of those things where nobody is safe on this show.
Yeah, Chris actually came up with the label and everything. Like, he did all of this. He did a couple of labels, but...
I'm assuming that's a riff off of Paperboy.
Well, I mean, he is a delivery guy. So,
Yeah, and of course the delivery guy.
I mean, he does a lot of stuff there, but...
And it made me think of the Paperboy, the old NES game.
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's all. I got that.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Just to... And it's also because I like Chris.
Windmill's out of Dyer, Indiana, one of the must-visit breweries in the state.
We agreed on something.
They make great beer.
Somebody needs to mark that down because that's a first.
The first beer that really turned, they did that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stout.
Oh, it was so good.
That was the first Windmill that just like
Blew
me up, and I was like, whoa.
I was so
like, these
sad
guys
that I
are
didn't get
making
any of
some
that.
beer. And then at the tap room there in Muncie, I mean, we've done so well with Windmill beers.
He says, inspired by an Angry Chair beer. Objective.
Just remember, I really like Windmill and Chris Knight.
Yeah, objective criticism here.
Throwing that out there.
It's kind of got a little bit of a florally taste at the finish that I find a little interesting.
There is no marshmallow at all.
Marshmallow's supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
I get a lot of sweet tart.
Yeah, it is.
Orange.
I'm getting just smoked in the face with like orange. And honestly, I would have thought there is grapefruit is one of the. That's a flavor I'm getting.
Yeah, I just got that.
And there's not. It's passion fruit and guava, but I'm not getting marshmallow. I'm not getting anything creamy from the lactose. I'm getting orange. I'm getting a sweet tart orange.
Yep.
And we always grade what's on the cans in the can. I will say the can art's fantastic and it's Luther approved.
That's an important part of the beer approval process at Windmill.
Absolutely. If it's not Luther approved, it doesn't go out the door.
And his approval isn't just kind of walking around like, doing the cat rub up against it and then it's thumbs up, paws
Damn it,
up.
Austin, you're killing me.
Was it the orange or the guava?
just across.
Oh, we got Ugly Pete on as well. He says, "What's up, ladies?"
What
Ugly Pete.
Ugly Pete, as you always know, is Water Performance Technologies LLC, top right of your screen. Unless that was the one removed, which would be hilarious.
Nope, it's still there. Side note, speaking of Ugly Pete, John, you guys have a vicious battle of wits here coming up not too far off, right?
So we're going to have to probably team up just slightly because we're doing this barbecue contest here in about 3 weeks. And Ugly Pete and I are going to be competing
Where's
against
this
each
at?
other at the Noblesville Brewbecue on August 21st. With that being said, they told us when we signed up we'd be cooking 5 pounds of each meat. So 5 pounds of ribs, 5 pounds of chicken. Well, we just found out a few days ago that we're cooking 17 racks of ribs.
Whoa.
I don't know if you realize this, but racks of ribs
That's a lot of ribs.
are, like a rack is probably what, 2-3 pounds? So that's about 35 pounds of ribs we've got to cook.
It's also expensive.
Well, we don't have to buy it.
You don't?
No, they
Thank
provide
God.
the meat.
Okay.
They provide the meat, but
That's expensive for
I don't know.
How
Yeah.
are they making money?
I don't. It's a
They sell
fundraiser,
tickets.
and they probably donated from Kroger.
Yeah, so it really
Okay.
sounds like we need to go to that because it's just going to be like endless meat.
Endless meat, and
That's a lot of ribs.
Write that down. That's
Pete,
a band name.
I don't know how many smokers you have, but we should be able to help out if you need to.
Where do I go to get this food?
So Noblesville Brewbecue, you can go to the Facebook
What's the
page,
date?
event page, August 21st.
Kind of need to get
It's a
down to-
Saturday.
We get there at 6 in the morning. We cook all day long. I think
go
it's
eat and
open
drink
for the
together?
public
Yeah,
at 4.
I see his pictures of his food.
So-
It's so good.
It looks good.
I was eating this
Yeah,
wings
so let me know,
earlier.
Pete. We should be able to help you out.
Did Mike just say he's stalking the pictures of John's meat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The OnlyFans ones, not the Instagram.
And Carrie Davis just joined. What's up, Carrie? About
Carrie.
time, man. Jeez.
All right, so unfortunately, we got to talk about this beer a little bit, or not talk about it a little bit. We've already talked about it. We got to grade it.
Russell says everyone can savor John's meat. Did you give him your meat up there, John?
Of course. I share my meat wherever I go, man.
So again, this is not indicative of
You
our
are a generous
typical
man.
Windmill scores. I'm not a fan. I think most of what's supposed to be in the can's not there, and one flavor. When you talk about not balanced, it is one flavor dominant. And it's not even it's a very tart, artificial, like candy kind of orange.
Yeah.
I personally am not a huge fan of it. I love the can art. I love the brewery. I love the person. But I'm going to give it a 1.25.
Ooh.
Good. Yikes.
If it's
That's
handed to me, I can still choke it down.
That is a little harsher.
We're talking about the beer still?
I get it.
I know where Tyler's coming from, and if I was rating on whether I just like it or not, I'm probably going to 3.5. But it is more about, like you said, It doesn't have everything
hold
that's
on.
in the can.
You like this?
I do actually. I would drink this over again. I like the flavor, but the problem is, just like you said, what's on the can's not in it. There's a lot of those flavors missing. So
All of them except one.
It is a flawed beer as that goes. I still enjoy it. I'm gonna go 2.75.
This is the same as the smoothie. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I like this better than smoothie.
Nothing that's in this can except
Which
one
is why
flavor
I
is
rated
on
it
it.
less than average.
By a quarter under the average.
Yeah, because it's still good.
The orange is there. What? Did you see?
You are out your ever-loving mind.
It's a tasty brew.
What? No, I just do the average again. If I do average, I'm always cool.
Mike, what are you giving it? If you say 3 just because you're a chicken.
It's a 3. Yeah, 3. I'm gonna go average. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, they're a vendor. Yeah, that's my buddy. So yeah, 3.
I love him.
Oh, me too. So it's a 3 for me.
That's a 2.25 average, Tyler.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, my PR guy is over there.
I also saw him behind the camera telling me what his score is, which, by the way, Austin Lawton's score was a 1.
Well, no, he told me to do.
Yeah, don't mess with me.
He was telling me.
He was saying go higher.
He told me
go higher!
he was
Damn
saying
it!
go higher.
My bad, it was higher.
He was actually yelling at me saying 4. Yeah.
Technically, he said this. He was telling you to go 5.
You did actually. I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Average. Is
Hey,
fine.
Matt, what's your score?
It pains me to do this being the big windmill fanboy. I'm going to go 2.5. Because,
So there's one outlier here.
and I'm going to say that the reason with that is...
I followed the way we score things.
Yeah, like on the
Still liked
can...
it. I did too.
If I was handed that blindly to drink, I'd be like, okay, like after I got that first swig down and kind of got a little acclimated to it, like I thought the flavor was pretty okay. I didn't mind the flavor, but it's not quite what I expected from reading the can.
Exactly.
So I still would drink it and not have a problem,
Yeah, you know
but
I
just
love
the
the guy.
description was
Oh,
a
I
little
love
off
it.
for
This
me.
is fun.
Chris is saying, still love y'all, no offense, 4.16 on Untapped.
Hey, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for that. Maybe we had a weird can, you know. We do this can this time, so maybe, other ones have been better. We just had a raunchy one or something.
Not even raunchy. It wasn't like
Yeah,
it
that was an
It was
aggressive
just
word.
orange.
Funky can.
And it was orange. Lots of orange.
It was good.
Yeah,
Like I said, if it didn't have if it didn't
Orange.
say it on the can, I would have went 3.5. It's a tasty beer.
I like windmills, stouts, and porters.
I like just about everything.
Yeah, I
Windmill
like pretty
makes.
much
It's not
everything.
that beer.
They're,
I really love their Hellas lagers.
I can't remember. What was that
Oh,
porter they
that-
did not too long ago that was just unreal? What was that porter? It was like a... I can't
Oh, I know which one
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It was so good. I can't remember the name of it. I wish I still had some of those.
You have a sticker on. Well, you had a sticker on the wall.
Yeah. Probably got stripped down.
Probably.
Austin,
Shit.
you remember that one?
I'm bringing it up.
Isn't it
Yeah.
like? Didn't it have like pecans in it?
Pecans. Yeah, it was pecan. That
It was something like
one
that.
of the best beers.
Oh my god,
One
that
of the
thing was
best beers.
stupid good.
What was the one we had on tap?
Oh,
That was awesome.
we had the Schwartz beer on
Schwartz
tap,
beer.
and that thing was
That was really
stupid good.
Well, that was really good. But it was just like a good drinkable beer, like for all. It wasn't like I could have one and have to be done because it was either high
We just
boozy or
kept
like too
drinking it.
sweet. Yeah, we
It was
actually
like
crushed that.
6%. We just kept down
Just
it.
going, yeah.
Chris is saying maple pecan, Northwoods.
Yeah,
Yes,
Northwoods.
That's the one.
That was
That
so-
was one of the best beers I've had this whole year.
That was.
Yeah.
I walked into the bottle shop, and Mike's like, "You need to try this." I'm like, "All right."
Is that one we drank during the breakfast festival?
Yeah, I brought one for it. Oh, he still had beer. That was close.
That was my rent.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
I brought one for that.
Such a good
Yeah.
beer.
But yeah, no, it was great because I legitimately was just like, I'm buying 4 of these.
Yeah. I wish I still had some of those
I do too.
hanging around.
That'd be worth some money. I'd spend good money on it. This is Figurehead Brewing Company's the Monk's Lawnmower Beer. This is Patter's Beer, Belgian style ale. ABV is
What, 2?
so evidently the first time they made it was 4.9, and then they went in and used a pen to rewrite every label. It says 4.2.
Well, you got to make sure it's within.
Hey, I
5,
can
right?
appreciate
No,
that.
I just love the fact that I need to sneeze so bad.
We did actually go in there.
It's
We
alright.
had that too.
Actually,
I was dying.
In Indiana, you don't have to.
That's because you don't have to put the... If it's listed, it has to be accurate. At least it's supposed to be.
What's this called? Lawnmower beer?
The Monk's Lawnmower beer.
It's kind of a strange.
Stop it.
Where's this
PR
place
people
at?
back
Seattle.
there being bad.
So it's one I brought back from Seattle.
Oh, from Seattle? Okay.
Yep.
God.
That would have been a fun.
This is rough because I'm the only person that can really
We need
see
to
Matt
do-
from this side. So I see everything he does. And also I have a straight line to Austin over here especially. Jillian sometimes is behind the monitor, sometimes out in front. Kind of depends if she wants to make me laugh or not. It's fine.
Chris just said he's got a few stashed. He'll bring you. He gave you the winky face and the kissy face.
Chris, I'll up my score on that last one if I get one of those.
Fuck him.
Oh, you
Fuck
know
him.
what?
I get the 3 extra at
You
this
know
time.
the weird. If Chris wants to, he has a 6-barrel of. I can't remember what the beer is, but he saved a keg for me. I can't remember what the beer is.
It's a
for our-
barley wine.
Is it a barley wine?
What?
Yeah, I think it's a barley wine, right?
What? I don't remember what it was.
That's
Chris-
my favorite
Chris knows.
style.
Chris saved me a keg.
He called dibs.
Chris saved me a keg of something. I can't remember.
I'll pay double.
Yeah. I'm sure it's gonna be
Barley
fire
wine?
though.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
Barley wine.
Yeah.
A barley wine from Windmill. Oh.
Yeah, we don't have that yet, have we?
No.
He said
Belgian.
barrel aged Hey Mikey.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've had
Mike,
it, Mikey.
yeah.
Imperial stout with maple and cinnamon.
Oh. I'm still excited, but not as
I think I had that at the tap room takeover, and I remember that being pretty good if that was there.
This isn't bad.
I just
Belgian.
love their stout.
That's a solid Belgian.
Yeah, I didn't have anything really bad
Have
from
your
them.
brother try
stout
this
beer
since
at
you
all.
liked ours so
Yeah.
much.
That actually is good. Yeah, that's good beer.
That's a solid Belgian. That's a clean Belgian.
You get that. You get like the banana on the nose, like before you even drink it. Like,
I like that.
Ever getting that clove
You
in
like
there?
ours better? Oh, I like
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Still good.
I won't throw Austin under the bus anymore. This hour. Which we are mowing through, so we need to slow down just hair. I just realized what time it was.
you did say there was extra beer in the cooler.
Well, we have more stouts to drink, so...
Well, you got me on. I just put beers back, man.
Oh, so do we, unless we're like, you can cut across, Austin. It's not a...
It's solid. It's good. Did you like it?
You're on the camera every time you walk even close, so that thing has a wide lens.
I mean, yeah, we got to fit both them in it, so.
I didn't get much flavor. It's
Its
pretty.
body is a little thin.
Profile, like,
Yeah.
The body's thin, I agree.
Yeah.
I like the clean...
It's also 4.5%.
I like the clean crispness of this
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
I have some opinions about ours that makes me not enjoy ours as much.
Needs card. Where did it come from?
I like the cleanness of this. That's a solid Belgian. It doesn't feel... I don't know where it was an off flavor and they called it a Belgian kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I think this is well crafted by sure. For sure.
But
It's good beer.
it's only 4.2%. It is thin. It is
Yeah.
a little light bodied. John, you're first to score this time.
I think it's a very well made beer. It's lighter bodied, but it is 4.2%. That's to be expected.
Yeah.
I'm not going to search this out, but I'm going 3.75.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a fair score.
Yeah.
3.5 for me.
I'm going to agree with Mike, but I 100% actually understand John's score on this one. But it'll be a 3.5 Two Beerded Guys score. But, and shit, I fucked up
I
the
feel like it's
scores
just
earlier.
exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So.
What was that last beer we had? Delivery Boy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wrote the damn wrong one.
Yeah. This is. I mean, it is what it is. Good. But I also like the style of beer. So.
Right.
All right, so it's 3.5.
If I'm going with like a
3.5,
Belgian L, though,
3.75.
like I'm going to want something a little bit bigger, which is why I wouldn't search this out. But I can recognize that it's done really well.
These are actually usually kind of more like the 4.65. So it is. You said like what is it?
4.2.
The original was
4.9.
Supposed to be 4.9, yeah.
Which is. I wonder what happened there.
I really don't want to be the person that had to go handwrite all these, though.
I've seen
They
it
did
done.
a good
Especially
job.
a small, and that's very well done.
I've seen it
Hand
done
that to
before.
Austin so he
Had
can.
to do that before.
Yeah, she's actually she's done that before. Handwritten. What was it like? Almost 400 cases.
Yeah.
Handwritten.
Oh.
Should've worked like 450.
Oh, I got you. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah.
She just used to work there. There's nothing wrong.
Well, nobody's. Yeah, she used to work someplace. Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Been there.
Been there, done that.
Actually, I feel like it's a place that's on this can. No.
Great segue, Tyler.
So this one, Mike's already talked this one up a little bit.
I am
so
kinda excited for
it
it.
better live up because you're sitting here telling me it's one of the best ones you brought. And
No,
that's
well, it's the best one from this release. Yeah, this release. We release beers every 3 weeks, so
I'm over here
it's the-
trying to help him saying it's
yeah,
the best
yeah,
beer
yeah.
you brought.
Continue. Sorry,
As you were.
as you were.
You sell stuff?
I'm over here doing like the sales pitch, and he's like, "Well, I mean."
We release a lot of beers. What
That's
can
what I said
say?
of the ones you brought. I was being
yeah,
smart.
Yeah.
Selling it high, but also not telling people you only brought like 6 beers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you're good.
Well, we're just trying to help.
Continue.
Dumbass. Alright. So this is the
Glass.
this is the Slushmallow Air. Strawberry, banana, raspberry, white chocolate, and double marshmallow. So marshmallow better be there. Because when you say double, that's you're selling high. You better
It's
deliver.
more than single, exactly.
Give it a nice roll before we pour, as always, for anything that's a slushy style beer. Seriously, guys, if you have beer sitting in your fridge and it's a slushy style beer, take the fucking can, set it on the side, gently roll. Gently.
Don't go.
Gently roll. Stand it back up.
No shake weights.
Open. Yeah. We
That
don't
was- that
need
was
to
a
help
great one,
slushy
John.
beers explode. It
You
doesn't
have
matter
shake
who
weight
makes
many
them. It
times, haven't you?
happens if you
Oh,
shake
I'm
them.
You're on the Shake Weight Pro, is that what you said?
Oh, yeah.
You went through the entry, the medium, and now you're on Pro.
He actually holds 2 in the same hand.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna say, he actually holds 2 records with shake
Jeez.
weights.
Good for you, man.
He's pretty impressive.
Call that, wait, what was that? A 2-hander and then some?
That's why he's my
A little
work
something
wife.
extra? Oh, God.
Well,
We're-
we won't be disappointed with the marshmallows. So
Oh, good.
I like
No.
how he checked real quick.
Yeah.
You're gonna be...
you're
No.
good on the marshmallow.
Before you take a drink, John, you heard your favorite ingredient in here. Maybe you didn't. Banana? Are you afraid? You think it's got... What are you thinking?
Did you look up the ABV on this one?
If they do banana as well as Smooch does, I'm really
Probably
not
like
out
5.
yet.
It's not
Is this
Really
one? All right.
Yeah, Sun King hasn't. They usually give them to us on Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is from the new release. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is pre.
This is very fresh.
This is that new.
Oh, new.
This is that new.
It's that new. Yeah.
So-
They always give them to us on Wednesday.
If we like this, and viewers want to buy this, where can they buy it at, and when?
These are not going to be available anywhere. They're all sold out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
This
I was
is
trying to do the craft beer king.
I appreciate. Oh no! I take that back.
fucking hell.
Wait! I take that back. Hold up. Craft. If you visit, it's Craft Connoisseurs. They actually did purchase 10 cases of these.
So Craft Connoisseurs, a partner of yours now that
yeah,
you could.
partner of mine. Yeah. Yeah.
I teed it up.
You did. So see what
That's
happens when you
actually the
try,
only
John?
Austin, do we need to put you on the show? Because if we tee you up, I feel like you'll be like, well, you can find it on.
Whispers in my.
I have
got
I have too many.
Actually, that's what we need to do. Is
Yeah.
actually just sit Austin right behind him so he can whisper in Mike's ear.
We're gonna give them the in-ear.
Oh.
the mic and the
Next
in-ear.
time we have you on, what we'll do is we'll give you an earpiece so he can.
I forgot they did. We did send this out to Washington. So
And don't tell her fully with our budget and earpiece, it's going to be a
Craft
walkie-talkie
Connoisseurs
taped
isn't
to
even
your
a partner.
head.
It's yours, isn't it? Is that the one that's yours?
no, it's a partner.
Is
Yeah,
it partner?
it's a partner.
I can't keep track of all the shit you do anymore.
Yeah, I know me neither.
Definitely have some marshmallow.
Clearly.
Oh yeah.
That's why I got him. I just do stuff, you know.
That is a cool can art on that, for sure. J1s.
Okay. I forgot there was white chocolate in it. I was like, it's not just marshmallow. Like, I mean,
Yeah, strawberry, banana, raspberry.
Did you say white chocolate was one of your nicknames in high school? One of your many nicknames, Tyler?
no. I didn't have the handles on the court to be called white chocolate.
Austin, you want to try it? I don't think you tried it yesterday.
Let's give it.
I'm from Indiana. Dude, you can't get a basketball nickname without some good handles. Come on.
Oh, you got handles. You just
And
love
also
handles.
The can art's kind of dope on that.
I like this one.
Give yourself a point.
Oh,
I approve that point.
I never dinged myself before.
Yes, you have.
Not on the show.
Most nights.
Let's see what you're doing
This
back
was
there.
also just a really fun label that they did.
I like that label.
Yeah.
I
That might be one of my favorites they've done in a
when
while.
they sent this over to me, I was like nostalgic because I mean
Yeah.
it's 80s. What do you think, Austin? Like that?
You definitely get the double marshmallow.
The chocolate and the marshmallow come out.
Yep.
The only complaint I have, I like the flavors a lot. I think they nailed most of what they were hitting. The sour and the sweet, it's sweet and then sour. There's no
Blending.
Yeah.
gradual build one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's my only real complaint is it's kind of, you get both, but it's Boom, boom. Finish. It starts sweet, finishes very sour without a gradual end to it. That's my only real complaint. All the flavors are there. The banana's subtle enough that I don't think John was upset.
Yeah, no,
I was going to say, John, how's that nanner?
The banana's fine in this one.
Difference with companies.
It is not
yeah.
smooth banana.
Yeah, like the fruit that 450 gets is. I mean,
Oregon
it
Fruit
is,
Company.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
organic from Oregon, and a lot of places use syrup.
Oh yeah.
Wait, does organic stuff come specifically from Oregon?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah. Absolutely.
If it has the organic sticker, it
like,
means it
like
came
a
from Oregon,
nomadic
yeah.
tribe of
Yeah, it's
Oregon fruit?
organic,
So it's
Oregon
organic.
is
Oregon,
the
organic.
But
It
no,
all
it's
comes from Oregon.
it just
Something
that
these days.
slight
Right? Oh, yeah.
that slight build would have been nice.
Yeah.
Mike,
I think the reason-
I'm going to let you abstain from voting on this one.
Thank you.
Matt, you will do your score.
Woohoo!
Does he go first in this one?
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Mike,
Yeah.
but I'm going to give it to Matt instead.
I would go 3-5.
That's a fair
it was,
score.
it was a reasonably flavored. Like I said, there's a couple critiques there. Personally, I would have liked a little bit more banana flavor, just since it's on the can, just to be a little more noticeable.
I also think the
Not a
banana
lot.
might have helped because it's not a sour fruit. I
That
think
was-
it would have helped.
That transition. My
That
thought exactly.
transition.
You stole my critique. Thanks, Tyler. see, that's how a tee-up works, Mike.
I'm next. Not going to be quite as high, but I'll still give it above average at a 3.25. I think that's a solid. All the fruits were there. I think if the banana would have been more prevalent, it would have helped with that sweet to sour transition.
I love the fact that it's not strong banana, but I do kind of agree that it might have helped. Like, I'm gonna go probably a 3.5.
It's a fair score.
I think it's tasty. We'll definitely continue to drink that again. Problem, as we were discussing earlier, sometimes with these slushies is it's hard to maybe drink like a whole 16 ounces of it. But
And even if you do, it's one. You're not sitting there and slamming a bunch of slushies back to back to back, although today it kind of looks like we are, but we're splitting them 4 ways. It doesn't,
well, it's going to count in the end. But you know,
it comes out to like one and a half.
yeah.
You know, it's not like you're slamming a ton of them.
But I like the tartness of it. I could see where maybe people be a little bit off put if they don't like super tart, but
I like the tartness. I just wanted more of a transition.
Yeah.
Was my only issue. All 3 above average scores.
yeah.
It's a solid 3.5 average from the Two Beerded Guys.
Since we haven't had it for a little while, how was the mouthfeel on that?
The mouthfeel?
The mouthfeel.
One of our viewers drinks every time we say mouthfeel, and sometimes we forget to do it, so we like to throw in a bunch of mouthfeels all at
Pop
once.
quiz. What word do they drink when they hear?
Mouthfeel!
Mouthfeels?
Say it.
Mouthfeels.
Mouthfeels.
Mouthfeel.
Out there.
So are we supposed to, so what? Are we supposed to
Thanks,
drink
Julian.
now?
No, we don't. They
Oh,
do.
they drink.
It's all for
they
Bunny.
bring it home.
She's at home, and Carrie was supposed to get a beer prepared for her, so when she arrived, she could go ahead and step right in and just start drinking.
So she's going to just
Shotgun
finish
two
it.
right away.
Yeah, just shotgun a couple and move on.
Which I really enjoyed the fact that we conjugated it, was it last week, to mouth felt? Like,
Mouth felt.
Yeah, actually.
That's just fun.
I've never used. I'm gonna use that.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. Mouthfeel.
So how many beers did they release this time, 450, in this recent release? I know sometimes it ups and downs one.
14 total.
14 total?
Yeah.
Jesus.
How many were the slushies? How many IPAs this time?
One IPA, all the rest slushies.
Nice. All right. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Was it a thematic? Like everything had kind of the same. I know a lot of times their can releases will follow a theme.
This release was like a OG luxury release.
Okay,
Like,
see now that sounds fun to me.
we did like Tiffany, or what did we call it? Slushy
Tiffany
Co.
and Co.
Tiffany and Co. We did Louis Vuitton.
Okay.
We did Juicy X, which was a Rolex.
Okay.
See, based off the can with the J's on it, I hope you're gonna say that like it was all space theme jam or
Space Jam theme.
Space Jam theme.
No,
Woo!
no, that was
Been drinking, you know, with the new one
we
coming
did
out,
the
throwback.
Supreme and first, Supreme.
Yeah.
I
kinda like that.
The only collab we did this whole release was we did a collab. I actually brought you guys a can of it. The Viking Artisan Ales collab.
They did another collab
Nice.
with Viking.
Yeah,
Nice.
we did a trading card. All the brewery collabs are always trading card cans.
Hold on, I think I have that one.
Yeah, that actually was a cool can.
That one right there.
That's
the Viking
Like a
Horde.
Pokemon
Yeah,
card.
that was Jeremy's idea up there at Viking.
Slushy double XL with banana, lime, mango, pineapple, and coconut.
Banana and coconut. Oh.
I did
Hit you both.
Oh.
I did bring that one just because that was I know that I haven't had a ton of stuff from Viking, but the couple things I have had from them is always. But I always try to support Jeremy. He's an awesome guy.
All right.
I've known him for a long time.
So we got about 14, 15 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to have one of our IPAs because I'm going to save the Hop Lore one for hour 2. I'm really excited for it. And I think because it was a anticipated beer, it'll be fun to have it during hour 2. So we're going to bring
They
out...
say the anticipation is always better than the act, Tyler. While he's laughing, Carrie poured Bunny a Eugene Robust Porter to come in and slam. So
nice.
Enjoy that. Hopefully that Eugene has a nice mouthfeel, Bunny.
Gene is amazing.
Eugene from Wonderful Revolution Brewing
Yeah.
out of Chi-Town.
We've also got, is it Tierra? Tierra? She says, Slush Mellow Air was fire.
Yeah,
Loves that
nice.
banana and chocolate.
Anybody who's really a fan of slushy styles, I think could fall in love with it real easy.
And she said her or his, I'm not sure, sorry. The Air was the best of his, or that opinion. Artwork lacked a little bit from 450 this time. I thought that was probably the coolest can art.
I was like, that's one of my favorite can art they've done in a while.
It was we did. Yeah, we did more basic. It was basic, but it followed the theme. You know.
Oh, and John.
Oh God, I hate this time of the show.
Time for Tyler's favorite part of the show.
What happens?
This is John's pet name of the week, brought to you live from the bunker via Liz. She says hi to her Lager Brine Log of Lumberjack Jacker Schnitzel.
Jesus.
I was keep up to last when I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I eat a lot of German meat, and I've never heard of a Jacker Schnitzel.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
That was good. You know what, Liz? You get 2 points.
That's very good.
All right, this is from one of our favorite breweries, Drecker in Fargo, North Dakota. This is the Cyber Scream Nordic Triple IPA with Citra, Motier, Vic Secret, Galaxy, Mosaic, and Hallertau Blanc hops. ABV is on here somewhere, 10%.
Woo! Let's go.
Which I believe, didn't they show up on some kind of list that we had recently too, guys?
It has not been released yet.
They're not published yet.
So it has not been published yet, but soon, make sure you follow Beer Life on Instagram because Beer Life will be releasing the Two Beerded Guys top 11 breweries that you must buy from Tavour. So essentially, you know, everybody knows the Tavour app. Anytime you see these breweries, we suggest buying basically anything they make. And Drecker does make an appearance in the top 11.
And why do we choose 11, you ask? Why the fuck not?
Yeah,
That's actually pretty fair, yeah.
You know you can get
Also-
also on Craft Beer Kings too, though. I'm just messing around.
No, actually, but what else can you find on
Sorry,
Craft Beer
sorry.
Kings? Just a reminder.
Great Notion, 450
jeez,
North.
there it is.
450 North. Hop Lore. Hop Lore is now on
Nice.
Craft Beer Kings.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, we got love that stuff. You know that stout? They actually still have some.
Oh,
And they're dropping 40 cases of the parfait we're going to enjoy later on the Craft Beer Kings app next week.
We'll let you
can
know
we get
how
a
much you should
discount
buy of
code
it.
for Craft Beer Kings.
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. We
Yeah.
would happily put it up there.
Let's do that.
I ordered some pickle
That's a
beer
good
off
idea.
of Tavour, and I had a $10.
You broke
credit.
down and got the pickle
Did
beer.
you?
Somebody.
I actually
Give me a
got-
code.
Suck.
Why didn't
Sucker.
you tell me? I'd have
I
given you
need
money to double it. I didn't want to open a box for
I
that.
think I got a 6-pack.
Okay, I want one.
Yeah.
Because I have to have one. I mean, I want all 6, but that wouldn't be fair. You bought it. I
Double
want
check.
one.
It sounds like an addiction where it's like, I have to have one, doesn't it?
Have you had it?
Yeah, I have.
It's the best made. It's the best made pickle beer by Martin House Brewing.
Yeah, it's so
And it
good.
literally tastes like carbonated alcoholic pickle juice. It is the greatest thing on the planet.
I
You
love
love
pickles.
pickles.
What? Hey, you didn't notice?
My
it?
girl.
That, there's a can of that in the very bottom of my fridge. You guys
Okay.
missed it. Yeah. I
Oh,
found it in the
I did. I
450.
got 12 of them actually.
I want 2.
So John literally got as many as they would allow.
Yeah, I did actually.
That shit
It is really good.
Oh,
Where is the pickle?
They're the little.
we don't
12
have it
ounce
yet.
cans
We
too,
ordered
right?
it from
They are.
Tavour.
Yeah, little
It was
12.
just on this week or last week, I guess. It literally though tastes like carbonated alcoholic pickle juice.
That sounds pretty good.
Martin House did not make our top 11 must buy Tavour breweries,
That's the only
although we
difference.
really wanted to add them, but they have a lot of misses as well.
Well, we've only had a few things, so, you know, it's kind of a lower...
It's
15.6.
what is it?
So
Oh, are you on
Hop and Frog.
Tavour right now?
I Yeah.
that you just might have added to your crate, maybe.
Yeah. Poppin' Frog, which we've had, is the repeat.
Akron, Ohio, baby. Oh wait,
Really?
That's
Makes
one
it
that
down
could have
in.
probably been on that list.
3-time American Imperial Brown Ale.
I forget about them being on there because I just buy them
They're just
locally.
not that often
'cause-
on there.
Yeah.
and they're not on there that often.
And I usually just go across the border
yeah,
and buy them.
it's
Hey guys, 903's on there.
they're in Indiana a lot.
Oh,
Powered Pass.
you want to try it?
It's actually really good.
None of 3 is on the top 5 breweries
So-
not to get from Tavor.
Except they're really
Hey.
high rated.
Awesome.
All the time.
Hot. It's hot. It's a hopper.
Yeah, definitely.
Solid though.
It's not really that bad.
Jill,
Like,
The
for-
hops are
Don't drink it.
The hops are there. Is that a 1 or a?
No, it's good. No, it's solid.
That's a good idea.
The malt sweetness kind of tames down that hop a little bit. It is there. It's very hop forward, not only in flavor but a little bit. There is just a slight bit coming down
We'll
the
have to do a
throat.
big well, it's all in the
It's not
front
so
of my
much a
tongue.
hop burn. It's just you can kind of get it coming down the throat a little bit.
Oh no, I'm
I
thinking
teed it
all
up for
sorts
both
of
of you.
comments right now. Yeah.
I teed it up for both of you.
Nah, I don't take the low hanging fruit.
Well, that explains why we haven't been together.
That explains it.
God, anybody who ever watches this show is absolutely going to think I swing both ways at best.
Do
I think you'd swing 3 ways if you could.
Only for you, baby. And Ben. It's not a gay joke, but it's true.
I have no idea what just happened.
If you just blacked out for the last 3 seconds, it's for the better.
Perfect.
and he pulls a bob here at the
Hey,
end.
I will say I like this beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said this was 10%?
Yeah, there is a lot of hop.
That's a sneaky
For a
10.
triple, there is a lot of hop.
Serious hops.
But the sweet from the malts does balance it out relatively well.
Do they date their cans?
This is probably not super fresh.
Oh, God. Yes.
This is. Oh shit, they do, but it's kind of weird.
Hold on. Let me get a flashlight out.
Do you need your decoder ring? Drink your
I
Ovaltine?
kind of think so.
Yeah, they do date them.
06. No, that's not right.
No, that can't be right.
Up,
I have
down.
no
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's up, down, left, right. BA, BA, start, select.
It does have a can.
Look at him.
Can we
Well, it's
make
upside
reading
down.
look harder on this show?
Right?
I've got
I do need this.
Just pass it off Austin.
Yeah.
We'll let him figure it out while we're talking.
It's March.
March.
Yeah.
It came in the most recent Tabor order, I thought.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm real sure it says a 03.
03. Shit, that held up really
Then yeah,
well.
that was this March.
Austin.
We've had deliveries since March.
I'm catching an 04 here.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so maybe March, April.
So yeah, but that'd be
Oh,
in
man, I
this
guess-
recent Tabor
Yeah,
box.
it's
Because that was
let's
in
get
the
into it a
new
bit.
shelf that wasn't in one of the old boxes.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
why I know. Because we
What's
do
that?
try to keep our shit organized.
April 7th.
All right,
Wow.
so April 7th, not that long ago.
No, it's really good though.
That is real tasty. I'm a big fan of Drecker IPAs anymore.
Me too.
I always like their fruity shit. The
Brains.
brains. I love
Chonk.
Chonk's
Yeah.
good, but it's
Chonk is
too
good.
sweet.
I
I like
take the
brains.
brains over the chunk any day.
Now,
Jacker makes good beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the more IPAs we've had by them, the more it's been.
Do a good
Yeah,
job.
one of my favorite IPAs I had last year from them. I can't remember what it was called, but it was so good. But I didn't even know that they made good IPAs because everyone always talks about
Chonk and
Chonk
brains and,
brains
the de jour
yeah.
and
then I get
Slang
these
de jour.
IPAs and I was like, oh shit, they actually can make.
that's
other
kind of
beer.
what
Make
we
good
did
beer. Yeah.
because we'd only had brains, slang de jour, and Chonk, and then randomly we ordered an IPA and we were like, oh, that's
pretty darn good.
fucking bad. All right,
We've not had a stout from them though, have we?
I'm
we
not
had
s-
a porter
yeah, I'm not
that
really seen one
BYBC
yet.
brought us.
Okay.
Now we have 5 minutes before hour one ends, where we take a quick 5-minute break. Which means we got to score this beer still, but also, guys, seriously, follow Indy Craft Brew on Instagram. If you haven't done it yet, do it because he's going to have a lot of cool announcements as things open up, especially as the tap room in Muncie opens up. And when they do open back up, we're going to do a Two Beerded Guys event shortly after that.
Yeah.
Where we
On-site.
will try to get, where we're going
Yeah.
to try to get the Two Beerded Guys universe out there. We're going to fill the bar and have a blast. So make sure you follow because we will announce it. But, you know, knowing Mike, he tends to announce things and maybe show like some cool glassware he's selling at the time. You know, maybe we'll talk him into a Two Beerded Guys discount of some kind if you follow him. So make sure you do it.
And follow us and him. That's how you get the discount.
Well, if they're watching this, they're already following us.
Hopefully.
That was me pushing them to follow him. Come
Oh,
on.
that's good.
And if they don't follow shit, what should they do though? Like they should.
They should smash that like button. But make sure you follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Untapped, because I did just add 43 of the beers we've had recently on there.
Are you guys on TikTok now?
We are on TikTok, but we haven't posted anything in a while. But I mean,
TikTok's fun.
As soon as they post that top 11 on Beer Life, it's going on TikTok too.
Yeah.
Follow us on TikTok. Check out our website because we're down to one. Well, technically through the end of the month because we just paid for this month.
I did. I forgot to.
Yeah, I saw that. So you have till the end of this month to buy any of our merch off our website, and then we're shutting that down and we're going a different route, and it's going to be easier and harder to get merch because you can't just have it delivered to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow us on that. Make sure you buy whatever you want. Get this shirt. It's the most comfortable thing I own. It really is.
I'm glad I got mine. It's
I'm
awesome.
gonna order another one before the end of this month. It's happening.
Yeah.
But as soon as this month's over, it is done. That store is being shut down. So make sure you check that out. But it is the end of hour one, so it is time to score this beer.
Real
And
quick,
it is
if I can jump in before you guys
You
start
can.
doing that, just because of timing here, Russell's got
Bye,
to bounce. He's
Russell.
saying bye. I figured if we're doing some shout outs, might be a good time to do that for Turfs Up.
Cheers.
We will. Yeah.
No?
Follow Turfs Up Radio. They are the sponsor of the Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Review. Russell does the show from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, or...
Damn it. So you threw me on the spot.
Yeah, see, that's why I was like, you guys have this thing down. I'm not getting in the way, but clearly you don't.
John fucked it up.
I didn't even know you guys had it.
5 to 7
Well,
p.m.
No, the
specifically
drunken thing.
Pacific.
Oh, yeah. That's an actual podcast. So our Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews is a true
It's
podcast
not
that you
live,
can
it's not
find...
live.
No, we record it and you can find it on Spotify, Apple, basically
You guys
wherever
edit
podcasts
this?
are found.
You guys edit it?
No.
No. It is raw and uncut.
Yeah. And they actually
Are
play
you
it
guys
on
actually-
the
are you
radio
guys actually
during the
drunk?
weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it after
We do it
the
after
show.
this, so yeah, we're pretty good and tight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I should go
It's
on there
been-
one time because I usually get lit. Sometimes,
Basically,
so.
it's we just have to we watch the movie ahead of time and then we do the podcast. Sometimes we watch the movie together while drinking, but a lot of times we'll watch it and then we get drunk and basically it's like buddies at the bar talking about a movie.
And I've been totally wasted during the movie review. Tyler's been totally wasted during the movie review.
There may or may not be a picture not on the internet, thank God,
Yeah.
of me. No, of me straight up passed out during a drunken movie review. Just
Oh.
and then there's a video of me passed out and then go.
He's alive!
I want to come back for that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll talk about a movie sometime to have you join us. We haven't had
Yeah.
really a guest.
I like movies and this whole getting drunk together and like
Isn't it
talking.
fun?
Oh, it's
yeah,
fantastic.
not live. Being live wouldn't be fun doing that, but yeah.
No, we
Just
record
talking.
that.
We're
Yeah.
good. Yeah. We're
It's
good.
basically just people. It's basically drunk guys at a bar talking about a
Talking
movie.
movie.
I
Yeah.
like it. It's a good idea.
But we
Couple
can
of-
thank Turfs Up Radio for that. What else do you got for us,
A
Matt?
couple of quick comments. Since we were struggling so hard to figure out the date on that can, Todd Swain jumped on. What's up, Todd? He says,
Todd?
Danner needs better glasses.
These are actually brand new.
Hey, so what's up, fellas? What's up, Todd? And Michiana beer reviewers jumped on us. What's up,
Oh.
John? Cheers
Yeah.
from New Hampshire.
Those are some
Oh,
really good
nice.
friends of mine. I love those.
Thad,
guys.
are you out in New Hampshire this week?
He just said that.
Yeah, but it might not be Thad. There's 5 or 6 of them that have access
Fair.
to the thing. Now, it's
Sure.
usually Thad if it's on there as that. So,
Now we can rate the beer.
yeah, beer.
You go first, right?
I am. I really enjoyed it. This so far is my favorite beer of the night. I mean, it's this beer, this can. We don't compare, but still, it's so far my favorite beer we've had, and I'm gonna give it a 4.
Michiana says Thad. Yup.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Really good friend of mine. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he is.
I am with Tyler. I think they did a really good job. It is very hoppy. However, they did it in a way that is not off-putting for me. And I'm going to go 4.
Yeah. What's the highest? 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do 4.5 on that one.
Woo!
Snap.
Nice.
Yeah, it
What'd
is
you
what it
score?
is.
4.
I mean, yeah. It's
So does
hot.
it end up at 4 1/4?
I'll double check, but
Sounds
It's
right.
really good. I mean, for being a triple IPA and
yeah, 4.
being at 10%, and it's just hoppy as hell.
It was real tasty.
yeah, it's really good.
It was just malty enough to make guys that maybe not as big into IPAs happy, while for a guy like me that nailed every
Yeah.
spot I like. But for the guys that aren't that big into IPAs, Matt, what would you have scored that one?
Well, that's why I just raised my hand. I was, like, the guys that aren't that big in the hoppy, I was like, me. But this still, you can get the hop flavor out of it, but it's not like that hop your face off stuff where it just like hop burns you out. You're like, oh my god, why does this taste like I'm drinking pot? This is terrible. Like it's balanced enough, like you said, that alcohol or that sweetness, that malt really
I like
offsets.
it.
So it's
saw
quite
that
drinkable,
earlier.
for, even if you're
was
not as
jealous.
IPA guy. You're looking for something to kind of get you into there, where you can have a conversation with other IPA guys. I drank this other can with Chris, and we talked about it. He's like, man, this is really fucking good. I was like, I think so too. Cool. But yeah, I would say this is a 4 for me all day.
Perfect.
There
That's a
you go.
very solid score for that beer.
Sheesh.
We will be right back, guys, in like 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes less, sometimes maybe a minute more. You know how it is. But
Yeah,
we will be
sometimes
right
Tyler
back.
doesn't need all 3 minutes.
Damn straight. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Meadow being cute.
Our guest today.
Indy Craft Brew.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, you love not to see him.
He doesn't count though.
Off screen, I don't count.
Later. subscribe right now. As soon as he points. Welcome back to hour number 2. John is off screen. He needs to scoot in closer to Jillian. I can see Matt's hand doing this.
For the record, John changed hats and Tyler changed glasses.
And we changed guests!
And we changed At least one thing on every person on that side of the table has changed.
And a lot in the middle because, Mike to Jillian, that's a very, very big difference.
Big change. Big change.
I'm a little jealous Mike left, Come back. Sorry.
I'm all right with this.
I'm going to say, you exchange a dude for a girl, you're like, oh man, this is a bummer.
Mike. Yeah. Haven't we in the running gag on this show that...
We already got your work wife over there. You don't need another guy.
Oh, we did have a problem when Ben was here.
We're having a spat, though.
Hey, when Ben was the guest, we did have a problem.
Yeah, well, he got Tuesdays.
Got Tuesdays. Jesus, I love it. Anyway, so welcome back to hour number 2. Matt, what does hour 2 number usually symbolize?
I was trying to keep up with what was supposed to be coming out of your mouth there.
It was sounds, but you knew what I was doing.
Hour 2, where the theme song gets darker, and so usually do the beers.
Today's a little weird.
Today does not fall under that premise.
There is a stout in this hour, so...
a whole one.
Oh, there'll be 2, because
Yay!
I am going to either throw Austin or Mike back on to break out one of the shelf beers, just because it'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, so we're excited to have Jillian on. Jillian is the new taproom manager for the soon-to-open Indy Craft Brew taproom. For those of you that live in the Muncie, Anderson, anywhere in the Delaware County-ish area, I absolutely suggest heading in there as soon as they open. They're going to have an absurd amount of hard-to-find beers, like always, and just... It's going to be a fun atmosphere. If everything they say they're going to pull off pulls off, it's going to be a fun place to visit.
Oh, that's what we're rooting for.
Good. So what? I know you guys are in the middle of remodeling a little bit right now. You're the new taproom manager. What are you looking forward to in that remodel? What's that piece? What's that showroom piece for you?
The remodel or just the vibe?
The vibe. We'll go vibe. I'll let you do vibe. I'll let you cop out a little
When
bit.
someone who's been to Books and Brews, Muncie, now when they walk into the Indy Craft Brew bottle shop, what's going to be the most drastic change?
Ooh, the floors.
That's a very fair statement.
The third time that I've heard floors tonight.
Those floors were a little rough.
Some different lighting, some cooler vibes. I mean, walking in, hopefully you're getting greeted, getting like a welcoming smile. You know what I mean?
I do actually.
Just people feeling comfortable being there.
I like it. Should be a good time. It's always been a very bottle share feel while buying beer. It's one of the few times I think I've ever gone and been like, I'm going to spend a bunch of money buying beer while sitting next to strangers and then going, hey, have you tried this one yet? Pouring beer into sample cups for people. While you're all he's buying beer to pay you back, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a unique location.
Yes.
I'm loving watching Austin's face right now because he's dying that you're the one on.
I'm not looking at him.
He's dying right now, and it's funny as hell.
Chewing his nails to the bone over there, or what?
He's struggling. He's struggling.
Wow, Jillian's amazing.
Well, I agree. That's why we let her on. We're going to start off hour number 2 with the one she was most excited for.
Yay!
This is the Hop Lore and Indy Craft Brew collab. This is the Craft Beer Kings also. Parfait Dream Sour Ale brewed with raspberry, strawberry, ice cream, whipped cream, and granola.
Nice.
Sounds healthy.
Hop Lore as
It is, you're right. Yeah, I have this for breakfast.
It's got
Exactly.
Oh, it can.
It can.
Hop Lore, as you guys know, is one of our favorite breweries in Indiana. Stefan has a tendency to not only make good beer, but to absolutely knock them out of the park.
Can we establish how dope that can is real quick?
Can we establish how I can smell it already and it smells heavenly?
Hell, you just popped the whole top off.
Yeah, that is
I'm
wicked
just,
sweet.
Noticing this.
That
So
label,
that's
Right.
cool.
that label was done by a friend of mine named Mike. He's actually the one that's been doing all the 450 labels lately.
Nice shout out. All right. Yeah, we'll check
Mike
that out here in a
who?
minute.
Where can we find Mike? Where can we find his art?
I'll send it to you on Instagram. His last name is hard to pronounce.
Hey, when you find him on Instagram, say out loud his Instagram handle.
It's hard to pronounce.
Hard to pronounce, yeah.
All right, fine. That smells so fantastic. And of course, they're talking about the pull-off tops. I love these.
Yeah, I like
I've
that.
always loved that style of can.
Ooh.
Stefan
Beauty
told me.
best.
Stefan told me basically when they were having troubles getting cans, this is what he could get. He ordered a crap ton of them, but once they're gone, they're gone.
Mike Schragle.
Mike Schragle.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a shame if those go away because those are like wicked sweet.
Oh, I love this style of
He's,
can.
he's bought as many as he possibly can.
Oh, that's what he was telling us at the last beer fest we actually made
See,
it to.
this is what I wanted
Mike
earlier.
Schragle at yahoo.com.
Yeah.
And because it has granola, it's healthy for you.
Yeah.
That's a fact, right?
Exactly.
Breakfast.
It's a,
Breakfast.
yes,
I like the nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted it. I do have one slight complaint.
Try it. Go try it. You gotta
If
try
I didn't know the brewery, I didn't know that it was going to be probably a good beer. Looking at it is not appetizing.
It does look a little odd, but it tastes really good.
Now the nose, as soon as you smell it, that immediately makes you kind of go, I'm not that worried
You know what? It's
anymore.
the whipped cream, I bet, is why you're getting that stuff on top. Like, you know, after Cool Whip kind of gets that weird, like,
Now
texture
that's
after
a
it's sat out long
well-blended
enough.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is what I wanted earlier. This is very, very
Go ahead,
good.
Austin.
Yes.
That
This
is a
is-
very well-blended
I
beer.
want to drink it all, so.
Well, we drank your gift earlier on the show, so I figured I'd let him sip out of mine.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's got everything in
Stefan
good
just-
balance.
He just kills it.
It does every
It's-
time.
it's-
And he
fun-
drives a Subaru. I mean,
Subaru.
how awesome is that?
The delivery car, the Subaru.
Stefan is one of those guys. He doesn't care how much he goes all out.
He
every
loves
time.
beer.
Yeah, he loves beer.
He loves beer, and so he's
goes
going to make
all
sure he
out.
brews
When it
good
comes to
beer.
ingredients, he just goes all out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I'm a fan.
I'm gonna say that
Big
honestly, the flavor of this reminds me of like the Energy City stuff that we get. How they can still manage to get that, like the lemon meringue that we had. It still had that crust finish. It had a real accurate flavor to what it was.
That granola helps so much
It
in
is,
this.
yes.
I
yes.
love the finish, and I love the overall flavor. There's something at the beginning on my big gulp I noticed. It's not an off flavor by any
No.
stretch. I don't think I've ever had a Stefan beer that had an off flavor. But there's just something that the weird combo of something hit me weird on the big gulp. And it's not a bad weird. It's just like, oh, back to being amazing again. All right, we're good. It was just one of those like, oh, didn't expect that. No, all right, we're fine.
It's a
This is
spiciness
actually-
from a granola.
I think that might be it. I think you might be
It's
right.
Like a butterscotch.
It was just a weird like, oh, hey, I'm good again. All right.
Like a buttery.
Yeah,
granola.
this is the second beer we've done with him, and he just kills it every time. Mascarpone was an amazing beer.
It was. I had that one at the tap room.
And then this one was just.
Something about this one I feel too like this seems like one
So many
instead of like
flavors.
a lot of the sides we're talking about getting the heartburn. You can't drink a whole lot. It's gonna
I
beat
can
you up.
drink that
I
one
feel like
up.
this is one that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can put this one down and still manage to be okay. Like something about that
He did
creaminess of
such
it.
a good job on this beer.
Yeah.
You get the sweetness, you get the fruit all the time. It's like a perfect blend.
I'm gonna try to look up what his ABV on this was because it's Stefan and I'm always curious.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Sometimes they're like crazy high,
It's Stefan.
Yeah, he does.
and by
he does-
sometimes I mean frequently.
he goes all out. every-
Oh, it's much lower than I expected. 4.2.
4.2.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's 4.2 to 5 depending on what you're looking at. I think it's I'm happy that's what it is because I could easily down a couple of these and I
Yeah.
would want it to be in that range. Otherwise,
Still indicative of the
it
style.
would catch you off guard. Because
Yeah.
if this was the normal Stefan like high ABV type stuff, you'd die.
Then that'd be that. That's trouble.
You'd die. I'm excited to score this. I think it's going to be.
Man, that's awesome. Everybody liked it.
Yeah, no,
Every-
absolutely.
yeah.
Lord knows I'd say if I didn't.
Yes.
I know.
Even
Yeah.
with the guy whose face is on the can
I-
watching, you know?
Yeah, he's literally watching.
I know. So.
I go first,
Yeah.
and I think it's fantastic. I'm going to go 4.5. It's a big score.
That's a big score. It's not a bad score. I understand where you come from there.
I think I'm going to go 4.25.
Very solid, very solid. I'm going to go slightly lower and go 4. It's still a seek out beer.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
is it still on Craft Beer Kings? It's still
Next week.
available?
It drops next
It
week.
drops next week.
Yeah.
So this one drops next week on Craft Beer Kings. You just had a must seek out score from the Two Beerded Guys. As high as a 4.5 from John.
Yeah.
The lowest score out of the three of us was a 4. I absolutely suggest if you've never bought from Craft Beer Kings, they have a wide assortment of beers. And unlike Tavor, where you're limited to what they're offering at a time, Craft Beer Kings has basically everything they're selling. You go on and you choose. So check them out And if you're on there, pick out Parfait Dream, collab between Hopalore, Indy Craft Brew.
And they do ship to Indiana now, correct?
Yes, sir, they do.
Not just now. I've bought from them
Okay,
before
okay.
a year ago.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, again,
And we are going to get you guys a promo code.
awesome. This is a 4.25 average from the Two Beerded Guys.
Great score.
Nice.
Stefan,
Yeah.
yet again,
Solid.
Nailed it.
another 4 or higher from Stefan. I think he's only been below 4 like once.
Yeah.
Did you say
Twice,
they
I
can
think.
get stuff
We've
from
had a lot of
Hopalore on
beer
there
from him
too?
now,
On
so.
King,
Yeah.
Yes. So that beer you guys just drank, that will be on their app next week. They bought 40 cases of it, so there's plenty to go around.
Ah,
And
So
they
we'll
do
make
ship
sure-
it-
I don't know how much there's going to be plenty to go around because that's a damn good beer.
It might go quick. They sell beer pretty fast.
Yeah, I could see that beer selling very quickly.
We got to make sure we blast that out when it goes live.
Absolutely.
I'll get you guys that.
was
I'll get
tasty.
you guys a promo code. I'll try to get that for you before the drop.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Nice.
That'll be awesome. If we get it before the drop, we will make sure it's blasted on every social that we have. So
We'll make sure to drop before the drop, like the shirt before the shirt.
now, since Jillian joined us, I am going to be nice, and I'm going to throw in another one of these random beers that Mike brought.
They're actually yours.
Ooh.
They're mine.
How many beers did you just give away of hers?
Couple.
Actually,
I forgot they were hers. Yeah.
I might have a different one so she can take a full beer home today.
No.
No, there's more. Than
I want that
Oh,
one.
okay.
I'm excited about this one, so
This is just funny as hell. Oh, that Mike brought. Well, actually.
I hooked some guy up, and he sent me beer.
Good for
but
him.
He sent it to Mike. So
Oh, so you helped a guy out by
For
hooking him up with
for
beer.
Mike.
You hooked a
For
guy up with
Mike.
beer,
Okay.
and he was like, "Oh man, Jillian, thanks so much for the beer. Mike, have some beer."
Yeah.
something like
Sounds
that.
like a
got
Something
screwed.
Yeah. And then he gives all your beer away.
Hey man, I got the pickle beer in the bottom shelf now for her though.
True.
There it is. All right, all right.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Balance.
We're all
I
family.
got
We
12
share it
down there.
anyway.
You need a
We're
pickle
all
beer, I'll
family.
give you a pickle beer.
Okay.
All right, I've got
Mike
some
has
cup.
one. Mike has one for her.
All right. Easy to make sure I
Don't
don't
give
give
away
away
my
beer.
beer.
You said you only needed one.
No, I said
That's
two.
two because I
Hey,
need
I'm not gonna
12.
lie, that pickle beer is fire.
I know it is.
is.
But no, seriously, if he gets rid of his pickle beer, you just holler at us.
All
I'll
right,
give you
all
one of John's.
Highlight of the podcast, pickles.
Actually, it'll end up being mine. John will be like, here's Tyler's. Imprint Beer Company, we've already had one by them, but when you have an opportunity to have an extra smoothie, you just kind of do it.
Gotta do it.
This is the Puffsicle Pyrotechnics. I bet this came from the 4th of July.
What?
What would you want to bet?
What?
Yeah.
Or Christmas, maybe. There's some snow on the ground. I'm wrong.
I think that's
I'm
smoke.
wrong.
Oh.
This is strawberry, blueberry, marshmallow, and coconut.
I'll take Matt's.
I'm excited. For
He won't
this
let you.
one.
He doesn't like coconut.
He won't let you.
Oh, okay.
He still drinks it.
Hey, I'm gonna sip his beer then.
That'll work.
Yeah, I'll split see with you.
It is.
Strawberry,
Fizz.
blueberry.
Thick.
Hey, I bet this mouthfeel is going to be
Marshmallow.
creamy. What do you want to bet, John? This mouthfeel is going to be creamy?
Oh, I bet that mouth feels real creamy.
Mouthfeel.
And maybe a little bit thick.
Mouthfeel?
Well, no, is it mouth felt or mouth feel?
Any
depends on
conjugation
which.
of...
Like, we
Mike's
haven't had
like,
it
I
yet,
gotta
so it
get
will
this
be
right.
mouth feel. But after we've had it, like, well,
Mouth felt?
I mouth felt that was.
This mouth feels.
Yeah.
It hits me in the mouth feels. Ouzel Finch. It's a collab. I just saw that. It's a collab between Ouzel Finch and Imprint. We've actually had some Ouzel Finch on the show before.
It looks like there's floating pieces of, like, literally ice cream or something.
I only remember
Or
that we've had
marshmallow.
Ouzel
I'm
Finch.
assuming it's marshmallow.
Look, there's shit floating in there.
You just took a step back. You're like, oh, there's floating shit? No.
I only remember that we've had Ouzel Finch because it's one of my favorite brewery names ever.
Ouzel Finch.
Ouzel Finch.
That's
Actually, do enjoy this
Smells
one.
good.
That's not
like
offensively
the flavor.
coconut. Like,
Smells amazing.
I don't know what the chunks are, but other than that,
I think
it's
it's chunks
pretty
are
good.
marshmallow.
Oh shit, that's actually really
That would make sense.
yeah, I'm a little caught off guard on the
Holy shit, that's
the
good.
real lack of coconut there.
Yeah.
There is a lack of coconut, but it's fire.
And I feel like it's there more as like a balancing agent, like we had the conversation
yeah.
before. And that's
We've
when I
had
can
a few
handle it.
beers where coconut is used more as a balancer, and I think that's what this is.
I think
I like
it's
that.
there, but
I would like a little more. I think it would come through pretty well in this beer,
Nah.
but
now
I think it's real tasty.
Coming from the guy who hates coconut.
Exactly.
Strawberry pretty
There's
well. Like the
actually not a lot of
strawberry
coconut.
I'm
and
speaking for my
blueberry
demographic
are
here.
really difficult
There's
flavors.
not a lot of coconut. actually is really
They did
good.
well with that.
I
But
like
you
that.
smell both, like
Yeah.
But
going into it.
John's not wrong. Strawberry and blueberry are very hard flavors for most breweries to pull off, and it's done very well in this.
As we learned oftentimes with blueberry, if you use the real fruit, you get a lot of the tannins from the
The skins.
skin, and that can actually throw it off. So,
That was good. And with the
That was
strawberry,
good.
the seeds can bitter it real bad.
yep,
That is good.
I like this one.
So
Thank you for letting us drink that.
You're welcome.
first of all, we built up the mouthfeel, and in the corner of my left ear, I'm hearing thick, thick, thick. How's the mouthfeel, boys? and ladies?
Very thick.
Thick,
When we say it's extra.
Oh, absolutely.
creamy.
Yes.
We have lots
yeah.
of buttons. He just doesn't use them.
Yeah,
Use lots of buttons. I like it.
Just start using random buttons.
I just
like
realized
Mike
that most of them are like sarcastic. Like, we got The Price is Right, Fail, The Sad Trombone, The Dope,
Shocker. Most of the buttons for our show are sarcastic.
The Nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I mean, that was one it's a great one. I just don't get to use it as much. Kind of like the fuck it out the window button. Like, great one.
We haven't had anything.
No,
well,
it's
I mean,
really
that's
good.
not true. We had a beer that should have been fucked out the window, but
I like that beer.
that is good.
Jillian goes first.
Ooh.
Okay.
Pressure.
As she sits there and goes, oh shit.
I think I'm gonna go with a 3.5 because
Right?
Don't make him lean too far back. He'll knock over our stout shelf.
it's pretty sweet for me.
That's fair. It is a little, almost diabetes in a glass, one would say.
Yeah.
It's the Wilford Brimley button.
Diabetes. It's pretty thick.
Again, we
It
got
is
great
what
buttons
it
when I can
is,
use
though.
them.
It says what's on the can.
Did you see Mike Free? Shit, you have a button for that?
Diabetes.
Hey, it's because of them pastry stouts, man. Pastry stouts
Yeah.
made us have that button.
It did.
You said 3.5?
Yep.
Not a bad one. Not a bad one. I mean, you're wrong,
It's
but
just
you
too
know.
sweet, right?
A little too sweet.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving her shit, and I don't. My score is only gonna be a 3.75.
Oh, really?
And for the exact same reason.
Really? Okay.
I love the flavor. I couldn't have more than I had. There's just
Exactly,
no
yeah,
chance in hell.
Yeah, exactly.
I honestly really enjoyed it, and I would search it out again. I'm going to go 4.25. I thought it was good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was tasty.
So that'll come out to a 3.75 average, won't it?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll do the math.
It's a solid beer. I don't blame anybody's
the
scores.
smoothies.
You and I just the sweet was a little
3.75.
much. I gave you shit, but I barely was above you. I mean, oh, I just saw your eyelashes. Those are cool
Yeah,
as
that's
shit.
pretty cool.
Thank you. Got a
Sorry.
little pink, got a little blue.
That's cool. Sorry, I just like
Yeah.
caught him out of the,
Every time I glance over, I kind of like stared just at him.
I caught him out of the corner of my eye that last
Yeah.
time, and it was like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Thank you guys.
I'm the typical guy. I'm very oblivious
Yeah.
to shit.
I get it.
It only took an hour and a half for me to notice. It's fine.
So
It's
Matt,
the
what was your
lighting.
thoughts?
11th Street.
What would your score of that beer been?
I kind of went back and forth a little bit. I'm gonna go 4 because I would like to have it again. I don't know that I could do like a whole glass myself, but it's really good, and I think that'd be fun to have other people try because it
Yeah.
It definitely would be fun to have other people try.
like the pros are what's on the can's in the can. It's well balanced. It's well crafted. It's good, but it's just it is kind of sweet, and it's nicely thick, but it's a lot to drink on your own.
The marshmallow floaties threw me off a little bit from just the sight.
That was a little off-putting, but,
but
just
when I
don't
realized
look
it's
at
probably
it.
marshmallow, probably. I'm assuming it was.
So, just a heads up for those of you that are listening and have a weird like background noise. We do have guests like watching the show today, which is fine. You guys can talk. That's cool. I'm just reminding.
Just keep
people,
it down.
What did we say? This place is a prison.
Can't get shit around here.
Is one of your kids, John?
No, Kylie would have just popped up and been like, "I need a beer."
Yeah. She would totally be drinking the shit out of that last one.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! If
Wait,
she,
this sucks. Can't
you can't ever let her have a taste of one of those. Damn.
Until
Woo.
she's 21.
Yeah, that girl. that girl-
Yeah, because clearly she
no.
won't drink before she's of legal age, and you just don't know about it, like most kids.
It's another one I could drink.
We
for
don't
breakfast.
condone underage
That's not a
drinking,
condone.
Matt.
I'm just saying if I was to put money on it, I bet Kylie would.
Christ.
If she's like me, she will. But
Well, in all fairness, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I
But
bet Kylie
no,
would.
no underage drinking. Underage drinking is very bad. I think there was a rap song that started off like that.
Unless it wins me money with your dad,
Drinking
Kylie.
is very-
There it is! All right.
Everybody
I
in the
gotta
club
think
getting
I
do.
tipsy.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that sounds
Yes.
familiar. You just made my day. Thank you.
Hey.
But you're right. I could also drink that for breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have a problem, but yes.
You
I
can't
agree.
drink all day if you don't start in the morning, Tyler. Come
All
on.
right, so it is halfway through hour number 2. I'm about to pour an IPA and then at least one stout, maybe 2. It is up to you whether or not you're switching out for Austin.
I think I'll switch out.
All right, I wanted to give you warning
All right.
before
Yes.
we moved on.
Cheers.
So say bye to Jillian.
Cheers.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So while it's going on,
Hey, good word.
Oh, of course. Any stouts before. I'll
How's
make
it
sure you get
going?
some. What's up?
Hey, I'm Austin, Indy Craft Brew.
he's here for the bang.
I'm the bang. I'm the finale of the entire podcast here.
Are we
so
recording this for
You were the
OnlyFans?
meat between two buns.
That's what I
Right.
prefer. I prefer
No, it's
being in
called
that
Only
section
Cans,
because
not
I always get
Ah,
eaten.
got it.
Only cans.
Thanks, Mike.
Write that
I
down.
think we totally missed that.
I think
You
we
would-
have before.
I really want us to hear that again.
No, we can't circle back. Moving forward, you know.
Smart man. Smart man. All right, guys. This is coming from another possible brewery on the top 11 must-buy brewery list from
You better watch and find out.
the Two Beerded Guys on Tavor. This is Anchorage Brewing Company's tomorrow. It's not a stout, sorry.
Oh,
Tomorrow
shit.
is here. Double IPA.
They usually do good
This-
stout or IPAs too, though.
They do.
make good IPAs.
This is brewed and double dry hopped with Phantasm Powder, Strata, and Nelvin Sauvin hops. The whole reason I grabbed this one today was because it didn't have any of the normal fucking hops that are in every IPA anymore.
Phantasm powder.
Yeah, I've never heard of that shit.
Yeah. What is that?
Made with
Not a
real
clue.
specters. Yeah.
But Strata and Nelson are not the most used hops in IPAs right
Nelson
now.
is dank. It's really potent.
Unlike, let's see, every IPA right now is Citra, Mosaic,
Mosaic.
Galaxy, and Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Yeah, Nelson's that's a dank one.
Yeah. So it was one of those, I saw this in the fridge and went, oh my god, it doesn't have any of the big four? Fuck yeah.
An established brew with a wicked sweet label at. Brett Pittsford jumped on. Speaking of brothers.
Holy shit, my brother's
He
watching.
said, what's up, guys? Yeah, it's about time, man. Oh, he says, today sucked. Glad I could finish with the TBG.
Oh, you've had a rough day. So this is actually our
I'll
third.
finish with you anytime, Brett.
This is the third guest of the evening, Brett. You missed the two prettier ones.
I get it. I don't have a beard. You know?
True,
Thing.
true.
Exactly.
Thing, you know?
You have the beard,
He's
and
got
then
a
you have Jillian.
haircut.
You were stuck with.
She has a bigger beard than me, you know?
Oh my
I'm just kidding.
She about spit out the beer she was drinking.
I get it. I just shaved a week
goodness.
ago. I get it, you know?
Damn, okay.
I'm kidding. Hi, you're...
He's like,
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just-
All right, again, this is Tomorrow is Here, double dry hopped IPA from Anchorage, and I bet you can't guess where that's located.
I've actually been there.
Indiana?
You've been to the Anchorage Brewery?
Yeah.
Nice.
No shit.
When'd you do that?
Smell.
And why did we take
It's
you
in
off the show
Fairbanks,
right now?
You're the only person.
My
that's ever
brother
been there.
lives in Alaska.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This smells
It
amazing.
smells
No,
sweet.
it's
Really
dank.
sweet.
It's dank.
Yeah, there's some
It
in there.
smells so good.
I don't know, this is kind of like the Drecker one we had there. Like, it's dank, but it's not pop your face off dank.
That is dank.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
But it's got that dank balance, so...
It is,
I
actually,
like
yeah.
it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Tyler's in his happy place.
I love it actually.
I talked about it on the show, but hoppy beers, especially the overly hopped West Coast dank shit, was what I grew up in craft beer drinking, and so I got away from it for a while. And I still barley wines is my all-time favorite. Stouts are up there, and then IPAs, high dank, high hop IPAs come in third. But it's still when I finally get one that isn't that goddamn hazy sweet Citra bullshit every time. Which, don't get me wrong, there's a place for that.
Yeah, citrus good.
There's a place for that, but when every damn brewery's making the same IPA,
They're all the same.
when you finally get something like this.
Got that grass.
Hey, I started on slushies. I graduated IPA.
Like ices or
And I'll say this is a solid IPA.
Yeah, I'm happy with this thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Started with
Almost-
slushies.
Yeah, I started drinking. So that was what
Hey,
I am.
he
21.
literally started from the bottom.
Hey, come on.
He literally started yesterday.
Well, your birthday was yesterday, right?
Yeah, just turned 20.
No,
that's-
Austin started with us two
Yeah,
years ago.
at first I was like,
So he's
hey,
23.
here's- yeah,
He's
20
26 now.
It was
Yeah,
20,
so-
Young
about
buck.
that. Actually, you're right. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, 23.
So,
And we graduated him.
I like it. Hey,
Good.
it's
it
nothing
smells
wrong.
like candy bars. Which
remember back when I was 23, we didn't
have.
have all these delicious beers to drink.
In all fairness, like starting off like
Well, I'm
grabbing the
40. How old are
slushies
you?
from 450,
37.
Yeah.
it would easily graduate you into beer because you're like, this is beer? Fuck, I'll try something else.
Exactly. That's honestly
And then all of a
that's how it
sudden,
began.
Then all of a sudden you get hit by something and you're like, oh shit!
Yeah, I finally
Actually,
understood
the first-
beer.
The first stout he actually tried to knock the socks off was that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fucking beer.
You led with that?
So
I
the
didn't have that, I
diabetes
know
in
it's
a
good.
glass.
He tried it one time and he was like, "Stouts are awesome."
Stouts are the shit.
Yeah, stouts
Yeah,
are
yeah.
awesome.
Probably sure I have like one of the best stouts.
Yeah. It was one
So
of
I've
the
been
best
told.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I learned from the experts. Like.
And then we just went from there, but
Dude, what
That-
makes me even sadder about
that's
Teenage Mutant
tasty.
Ninja Cheesecake is I didn't get to get it
It's
released
got a
because it sold
little
out
bit
at
of
cons at like 10 minutes. And
Shininess.
when I went to the tap room
Yeah, like-
on opening night,
I
when Windmill
love
was there,
their logo art.
they had a bottle, but I got there and the bottle was
I mean,
empty. It's
it's
like,
wet,
God hates me!
but-
Yeah, but I mean, so it's like
I'm not meant to
Nobody
have
wants
Popsicle.
I'm not meant to
It
have this
does.
delicious thing.
Theirs
and-
normally are a
I
lot more
got really
muted.
lucky.
Yeah.
If you look, we have
I
some
had
of theirs
4
behind
bottles
you.
total.
yeah,
Where? Shit.
But
That's a
the whole
droid.
middle room.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
happy for you.
yeah,
No, that's a droid.
And I saved
Top
one
one's
bottle
Anchorage
for
for sure.
opening.
Okay.
I saved.
I like the
we
can
drank
art.
3
I mean,
like,
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
But this one has
And
a
I
little
was
more
like-
pop to it.
Yeah,
I like
You're
it.
going
like
home
almost a
with me.
silver.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
It's not
liked
your
one.
standard, like,
I was
bronze
this is one
jar,
of the
you
best
know,
pastry
it's,
stuff I've ever fucking
it's
had.
got some
Cause
serious
imagine.
detail.
It was
in
so good.
That
And
one's
then
going
we
on the
You'll
Yeah.
have
we
to,
actually
before you
opened
leave,
it
really
for, like,
look
a
at that
cool
cooler.
opening
We've gotten some cool
party
stuff
thing.
anymore.
Yeah,
The G.I. Joe series on the left's my
No.
favorite of
The thing
the.
is, their
can
stouts and
art.
their
I like
porters
it.
are just
But
Who scores
I've
first?
had very
Uh,
little of those. I just don't get to find them.
Is it me or you?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think Austin.
If it's the 9th, it's you.
It's Austin.
Honestly, I'd say
Oh.
regarding IPAs, and I've had some terrible IPAs. I've had some great hazy IPAs. I love the Tippos mostly, like just really
Yeah.
hoppy.
Did you just say less
really,
the tips mostly?
Triple
yeah,
IPA.
most of the tip I love. You know,
Just make sure I heard you right.
Just not all of it.
I've even had a good quadruple IPA. I don't know if you guys
We
had
have
that
We're
one.
going to Quippa.
Yeah, have you guys had a Quippa
Quippa.
before? Yeah, my very first Quippa was actually from 450 North Brewing, and it turned me on to hazies in a very big way. And I've looked for that very just
There is a
really
lot
good
of 'em.
haziness. But I'd say overall, I would give this a 4.2. I would.
A 4 or a 4.25?
I'd give it a 4.2. 5. Yeah,
There it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
There it
5,
is.
Yeah.
We don't pay the extra money for tenths. It's only quarters.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
was going 2.0, but I'll round it out to 2.5.
I don't pay Untapped to be able to do in 0.1 increments. Fuck that shit. Of
Yeah.
Well, I just paid him for a year. But
course you fucking do. Now, I take the free shit.
He's at a bottle shop. He's going to use it in.
He's going to give them all 5s.
But hey, you know what?
Yeah, so you don't need the tenths.
You know, we try to be honest with our ratings. I'll say that.
No,
like
I
at the end of the
actually
day,
say
we.
we're fives.
Yeah,
I know you do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Austin's trying. Mike's like, no, we don't.
5.
I wish you guys could see. Julian legitimately just covered Mike's face. Like, shut up.
Now, not just his mouth, his whole face is maybe to stop him from breathing for a little bit.
It's called vendors.
No,
I'm PR for
honestly,
now.
honestly, there is not a day that goes by where you may or may not get an honest answer from this guy here.
That's fair.
Yeah. So,
That's fair.
yeah, you will.
Tomorrow is here.
Eventually.
Is a 4.25 from Austin here. Solid score.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm going to bump him a hair. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
You're gonna.
Woo!
I would do a 4.5. I'm not even on the rating scale, but I do 4.5 too. It's dank. It's good.
It's what's in the can is what's on the can's in the can.
Yeah.
The dankness matches the hops that are in it. Slight sweetness, but still that kind of grassy dankness that I really love in an IPA.
I was back and forth between the 4 1/4, 4 1/2, and I think what's going to decide it for me is I can open this and it doesn't smell like someone just lit up at the bar, but it has that flavor still. I'm going 4 1/2.
All right.
Yeah.
So that'll give us a 4 1/2. Two Bearded Guys score. Matt, we will need a rinse after this one because it is stout time.
Oh, I didn't know we had next, so that's my bad.
We have one in the cooler, and then I'm going to grab a rando off the shelf today.
It almost feels like
to
you need to play
add
the
to
song
finish.
again.
No. Actually, go ahead and hit the button before you walk away, Matt.
Do one of the weird
Ba,
ones.
ba, ba, ba.
He wasn't listening.
There it is.
We were playing the heavy.
Don't take no requests.
We were playing the dark, heavy song, but whatever. Yeah.
Solid ass fucking beer.
No, absolutely.
It's a great beer and great beer art. Anchorage Brewing Company out of Anchorage, Alaska. Shocker.
I thought they're out of Fairbanks.
Gnome. And that's all 3 cities in Alaska that I know the name of.
Off the top of my head, I don't know the breweries' names, but I know a lot of them actually use like the water fresh off the glacier ice.
That'd be pretty badass.
What's a Phantom?
Makes
Phantom.
sense.
A lot of them use it for the.
We have no idea.
Okay.
We said that when we read it off. Austin goes, "What's Phantasm Powder?" And John and I both went, "Oh, I don't know."
It sounds.
That's
cool.
a learning experience. We're gonna have to figure that
feel
out
like
for
that's
sure.
All right, I feel like there's a cool
whatever it is, it works.
feel like
No,
somebody-
fuck, don't Google.
so-
Google that shit.
Text the smartest man in beer. See if he's awake.
Phantasm powder?
Yeah, ask him what the fuck Phantasm Powder is.
feel like the
Just
main
say
thing-
that though. Don't
Most
give him
likely.
any details. Just say
That's what we do to him. A lot
Yeah,
of times.
that's
Totally.
good.
Sounds made up.
Keep him on his toes, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he regrets ever meeting John and I some days.
So I have a question to ask you guys then. So, all right. We just had
Phantasm
2 IPAs from 2 of our breweries that are established TBG
Yeah,
places we're fans
well,
of.
maybe.
And, well, Drecker and Anchorage.
Maybe. We said Anchorage was a maybe.
I
No,
just said that we're
no one's
fans
ever
of.
seen this stuff yet.
I said that we're fans of.
All right, continue.
So I'm not an IPA guy. I don't like the traditional. I don't like the West Coast. I don't like the hoppy stuff. And
Basically,
like,
he doesn't like most IPAs.
yeah, but then everybody here is like, "Oh my gosh, this is like all dank. It's super dope. It's all
These
dank. It's
fucking
West
lies.
Coast." And I'm like, I like these.
Well, you've also been
Have-
drinking a lot of IPAs
I was
over the
gonna say,
last year
have
and a
I
half.
evolved, or
Yeah,
are these not as hoppy as like the stuff
They
people were
are
drinking
done
5
well,
years
Matt,
ago?
because when you get that West Coast, like you don't like that.
He
This is
didn't
not
like-
West Coast. This is more dank.
It was more dank, but it wasn't true West.
Right.
So,
Okay.
like the one we had
Pine
last
grass.
week, that was the brewery specific that you were kind of like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that was more true West Coast IPA, which is why I like
Yeah.
the
but were
table
you
rose a couple inches on that one.
a couple.
Well, that's the most I got.
That's all he's got. Don't give me any more.
That's what I'm saying to you. Are you being generous?
Stop it, Mike's here.
Nice.
Mike, I need your glass if you're wanting some of this, dude.
But so are we saying like the traditional West Coast hop bombs, have those kind of dissipated off, and what we just had is the new
I
dank?
almost feel that way. Yeah.
Okay, because that I can drink that and I can enjoy that, but the stuff that like Chris Stream was drinking 5 years ago when IPAs were first on the scene, I don't think I could still do. But I didn't know if maybe I just my tongue got better or if beer got different.
Mike, do you have any more of these cool glasses lying around in case anybody wanted one?
No, they're sold out.
I
Darn.
like
Yeah.
IPAs
Is
like
this Great
that,
Notion?
This is Great Notions Macademics. Bodybuilding. 2 times mash. 8-hour boil. Thick. I love that shit.
Extra thick.
11% ABV. Imperial Stout with macadamia nuts, cocoa, coconut, and vanilla flavor.
you
Oh,
literally get all that on.
I was gonna be like, man, I'm
You
trying
could-
to like this.
I-
and
my
you said
glass
here's
is over
11%.
there.
I was like,
I
no, I'm not
smell
gonna
that
share you
shit.
some coconut. I was like, I will share, but you don't like coconut either.
Most every Great Notion beer I tried to buy had
Try it,
coconut in
though.
it.
I'm going to give it a nice Smolar swirl. Smartest man in beer.
Smartest man beer.
Patent is smaller swirl. Patent probably for PAF.
It's not terrible.
I'm getting a little more of the coconut on the finish on this one.
Toasted coconut. Toasted.
It's not all in your face, but this is definitely more
you know,
noticeable
for being
coconut.
in a can. It's pretty good.
It's solid.
see a
Chocolatey.
lot
I
of
get
these
the lot of
Creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the creaminess. It is thicker than I...
that much.
It's funny because it's not as thick as I expected, but thicker than a standard stout. It also is cold.
thick.
We normally keep our stouts
I was
warmer.
gonna say.
You had this one in the fridge.
What was the ABV
But
on
it's
this
set
one?
up for
11?
$11.
11. That's pretty good.
It
That's a
doesn't
smooth
taste
11,
like a lemon.
yeah.
Really, this is one that could benefit from just getting more room temp.
I agree, but I'm not going to let it sit that long.
I'm a little torn on this one personally. Like, there's as much as there's things like the chocolatiness is really nice on there. It's got a little bit of that roastiness probably from the macadamia.
Roasty.
But
Yeah,
it's
how
got
generous
this.
are we feeling
It's
today?
11%, which I
It's
love.
more
The
sound
ABV
effects
for
than
me
the
is
other
like
half.
hell yeah. But it's also like the coconut that's in there is just enough to where I'm like, it's not a balancing
Or-
agent now. Now I'm kind of noticing it as a flavor.
Actually, any of these.
It's not
three.
pudding for me.
Sorry, Sugar Hijack.
Yeah. You were talking. I was hijacking the rest of
Yeah,
it.
no. I just kind of came to a conclusion there. I was
Damn
just
it.
kind of done.
He has bad timing on his conclusions.
Honestly, I
We do
didn't
it
hear a
well.
lot
I mean-
of it, but it was great.
Yeah,
We'll do the rest.
and that's why I stopped. It's like, well, I said
Sure,
my
that's your
piece,
baby,
and
that's all
There's
I'm
another one there.
It's
asking.
roasty.
But that's what I was asking. That's your
I
baby.
appreciate that.
which I like the
Oh, we're
roastiness
bringing out a
factor.
baby.
Really, like, I don't mind that. But I think the roasty with the coconut coming through gives you, like you said, that
2019.
toasted
Do you
coconut
want 20 or
flavor.
19?
That if you're not a fan of coconut, then it might be a little off-putting.
We'll do 19.
Okay.
You know what? I love a special bottle share.
It's like
This is hitting the spot.
You like it?
you like this one?
He likes it, but he's also
Yeah.
excited for the next one.
Yeah, you know,
I don't actually like
you know, Great Notion has a sour, a barrel aged sour bottle program that I love. There.
Mike, if you dump that, I'm stabbing you.
Huh?
Pour it in my glass, bitch.
And that's not a euphemism.
You're not. You
I don't
wouldn't
like
love
it.
that word.
Oh, he was straight up trying to sneak
burnt.
away to dump it.
Yeah, it tastes too burnt to me. I don't like it. I won't
It's like
hate it.
toasted marshmallow.
You know, I will say
Toasted
I
coconut.
prefer their barrel aged sour program in the bottles, but I will say, based off of stouts out of a
Great
can, that this one is actually one of the better ones I've had. From a can, essentially. That is, you know.
I know all the ones we have are all of those
Yeah,
bottles.
typically we get bottles. You know, a lot of the bottles are obviously a lot
a
of
little
them
different.
thought and effort. It seems like it's been put more into it, but this one is still really tasty.
I think they nailed the chocolate in this one. I think the chocolate there, and it complements the macadamia nut very well.
Yeah, it's got good body.
All I taste is burnt.
He's not. It is roasty.
It's roasty.
It is, and then
I would have liked a little more vanilla.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the roast fits well with the chocolate that's in it. The macadamia blends well.
We do this beer, this can, and this one was a little chilled more than maybe it should have been.
Most of our stouts.
You know.
Maybe that was.
AKA, it was probably one of the
You know what,
4
if I
stouts
let it-
ever to make it in the fridge that
If I
weren't
let
like...
that warm up, it probably
No,
would've been
overall, you cannot just go
It
to
is.
any shelf.
It is actually.
and get this. And
This was brewed in collab with Equilibrium, by the way. I missed that.
Oh shoot, I love those dudes.
Yeah, don't you feel like a dick now? No.
I should have let it warm. Room temperature, that beer is probably fine.
It comes out to palate sometimes. Some people really love that extra roastiness on it. You know.
I enjoy a good roast on most beers, especially if the chocolate's
You
done
get a
right.
little bit of caramel in there with that roasty, and
I think that, like, the roasty thing is kind of, there's a division line where, like, you can go up to a point, and then once you cross that threshold, then it's too much. And I think that's,
Comment.
everyone's got a different area on that spectrum, but
Jillian's not a fan either, evidently.
well, she's not a big stout fan. That's yeah.
what do we think about, like, the
That's okay.
11%
I can
though?
drink
Like,
about this much.
11% is solid.
I'd say.
I think this is
speaking
pretty-
of
I forgot about
roasted,
it.
I'm feeling pretty toasted. You know.
Oh my God.
She's over here going, I can have about that much.
Hey man, you're a fucking designated driver, man. Just chill out.
Oh no, she's a DD. Yeah.
Uber it
no.
is.
We've always said Uber needs to give us
Hey,
discounts.
don't-
Yeah, Uber
in all
needs to give us
seriousness, though,
discounts.
do not drive drunk. You know, always bring a
Uber
DD.
code.
Always
Hey, man,
have
we gotta get an
Uber
Uber
on
code.
call.
We're trying.
Dude, we keep trying.
We
I've
tried.
emailed Uber like
Yeah.
10 times.
There's a couple
Legit.
couches back there. I don't know if they've shown you that, but I would probably,
I sleep on those often.
See, we might share a couch tonight. You know.
Oh.
I mean, like there's.
Fine.
No, I meant there's 2 couches. You know.
now, as the only person that's really, like, seeing the front of Tyler's face and expression there, he was trying to mask the, okay. And then he paused. It was like, how do I play this off
I meant
cool?
they're both the same
Fine.
design. You know, like I'll sleep on one couch, you sleep on another
Oh,
couch.
yeah, that's what I meant too.
So, what were you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
That's what I meant
so-
too, yeah.
Was I don't know. I'm just saying-
I was going to say, Tyler likes to be Little Spoon.
That actually is true.
All men do.
When you're a 6 foot tall, 300-pound man, like, being Little Spoon is awesome. Because it never happens. That women's hair gets in your face when you're Big Spoon, and it's just,
yeah, sometimes
So
you
you
just
just got to find, like, a
breathe it in.
7'12" lady. That way you can, like,
That's
ladle
why he
instead
likes
of
his bald
spoon.
men.
damn straight, baby.
So,
He went for it and said, nope.
way too
cheers.
comfortable on this. You know, what's funny is I've always thought I'd one day run for politics. This show has made sure that will never happen.
Hey, you know, they say the politics of the future is undetermined, so, you know.
This will actually be
my God.
this will be my political speeches. I'll just play one of these videos.
Yeah, at least you're not gibbering nonsense, you know.
You clearly have only
You have
watched
not been
this
listening
show.
to the last hour and a half, have
Yeah,
you?
there's a lot of nonsense.
You've clearly only watched this show, the one you're on.
No, honestly, yeah. It's,
So, Macademics by Great Notion, bringing it back because we do have one more beer. I know it's been a little polarizing for the.
Yeah, a little bit.
How many people do we fucking have today? 6 people
8.
here. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I am going first. I'm not going to seek it out, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. I'll give it a 3.75.
I will still seek it out. I'm going to go 4 with this can. I did rate it higher previously, but that's, once again, it's this can.
This can this time, baby.
Yep, so 4 still.
You know, since I'm the hot dog in the bottom, I'm going to go 3.75 here. I'm going to go right in between there.
That's the exact score I gave.
So I'm going to go 4.0.
That's the score he gave.
Yeah, I have to give it. I have to give it a 4.0. Honestly, I do. I have to.
So
agree,
confused.
I have to agree with you on this. Listen,
He was so
I have to
hyped
agree
up to
with
put
you.
this hot dog metaphor.
I
in
did.
here.
I did. My metaphor didn't work out, but you know what? I'm going to agree with you on the 4.0. I can't simply
right.
give it under a 4.0. Just simply based off the fact that I've bought many stouts off the shelf, and then nothing tastes like this, and especially out of a can. You know, like when you think of stouts, sometimes you think. You know, it's in a bottle. It's it's been aged for many years, or whatever the case is.
What's coming up?
But this one
Wax dip,
really,
possibly?
it hit all the points that I felt was necessary
Yeah.
for a tasty stout regarding the macadamia nuts and everything.
Great Notion.
That might be the best I've
does
ever
a
cut
lot
wax,
of
by the way.
hype beer.
That was
They
the best
do
you
a
ever
lot
cut
of those
wax.
That was
slushies.
gorgeous.
But they also do a lot of these pastry stouts, and they kind of do where 450
Not the
does
two
like
round
a
one.
release every 3 weeks. I don't know how are they releasing 14 beers on average per release?
Yeah, so it's like 13. It's 13 brews, and they got the 32 ounce growler.
So Great Notion in about a 3-week time frame will release that many, but it's like every 2 or 3 days they'll release one.
Yeah.
So it's just a different release schedule. But when I was out there in Seattle, like they literally released 2 or 3 different beers while I was out there.
Oh, rough life.
Rough life. I only got one of them though.
Dude, we would be broke as shit if we lived next to that brewery.
And you can order it through DoorDash.
But can you imagine if we lived as close to it as we did like Books and Brews?
I know.
We'd have died
Yeah.
and been broke.
Plus, if you go to Great Notion in Ballard, there's all these other breweries right by it.
Oh, yeah, we'd been fucked.
Well, yeah, we're fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So,
Can
kind
you give me
of
Mike's glass over there? Although I'm not giving him much because he
dovetailing
bitched
off
last
of
time.
the conversation or the scoring conversation, stouts
Oh,
typically
man.
do come in bottles as opposed to cans. Is there any logic to why we don't really see stouts in cans like we do other beers or other styles of beer?
I'd say it really depends on the brewery. You know, some spend a lot more time on specific things regarding their brewery.
Most are moving to cans. Bombers don't make sense anymore
Yeah.
Oh, really?
because of the
Bombers
cost.
are tough to sell in a store.
You want to finish it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mike's
Switch
gonna
up.
Mike's gonna finish this one off. Indie Craft Brew. Cheers.
Indie Crab Brew. Cheers.
All right,
So
so
like
we
out, like vipers.
we added another beer. That means 2 random ads today. This is our bottle share ad essentially.
Yeah.
This is one of John's
It's not over
all-time.
I do really enjoy this beer. And mostly because I'm not a cinnamon fan, but they do a really good job with cinnamon in this.
This is one of John's all-timers. This is the Rusty Nail barrel aged. It's from Fremont Brewing. This is their 2019 release.
Was this you didn't put this in the cooler, right?
No,
No,
this
this
is a
is-
shelf.
Actually, and
Yeah.
I am really, really sad
Rusty-
because I was 3 weeks away from the release,
Yep.
and they were out.
The Rusty Nail Imperial Oatmeal Stout brewed with licorice with cinnamon bark added, aged in bourbon barrels. This is we had the 2018 on the show before.
This smells fantastic.
It is. Hold on, before you drink. Actually, I'm not going to tell
Sorry.
you, Mike. You've never had this, have you?
No.
I want you to taste it,
Well, it
Austin.
smells-
I want you to taste it as well, and then tell me what you're guessing the ABV to be.
It smells
Definitely
fantastic.
booziness on that
But
one.
also, you guys.
Oh, it's boozy.
This is room temperature, right?
It is room temp.
Yeah.
It sits right there on that
It's
shelf.
basement temp.
You know, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
basement temp.
I'm gonna go 13.7.
Solid guess.
I was
Solid
gonna
guess.
say 12.
I would say 12.
Do you have a guess, Matt?
Well, I know the range it should be in, but I don't know what this particular year
Give me a
is.
guess. Hold on.
This is fucking good.
Oh, I know.
I'll
this.
go
Tell us, and you want more hits.
12-3.
12-3. John, you pretty much know what it is, but
I kind of forget, but I'm going to 14.5.
so we had somebody that missed it by 0.2.
Thank
Austin
you.
with
Thank
the
you. Ah,
13.7. It is a 13.9%
Wow,
beer.
I knew it was
Wow.
higher. That booziness is
Oh, I know
prevalent.
it's high. Rusty Nail
Yeah.
doesn't hide it at all. But it's funny as hell because I don't think that was just a dead-on fucking guess.
It's really
Mike wants a little bit of your beer over there, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give him much because he
I got it.
upset me by almost pouring the other one down.
Well, it wasn't this one.
Doesn't matter.
Both valid points.
This right here is.
I don't like licorice that much.
I despise licorice. I don't normally like cinnamon in beer, but this is a pretty good one.
Me either. We're the same. I did.
I think I found my younger spirit
thing,
animal.
Though, is
My
We're
younger
the same.
spirit.
the only thing I would say is this is actually served at the correct temperature, so that might be actually the issue.
That's
I
a
ran
difference,
into.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say,
It was weird for us to have a cold stout.
as Tyler mentioned, we've had the different years, vintages of this before.
We had 2018 before.
I think this one is better than the one we had as memory serves before, because the other one that I remember having was more licorice forward.
Based on my memory,
These
the
ones are a
18
little
was
bit more muted.
very licorice forward. This one's
So,
very balanced.
I don't know if it was just that years, or if this is just because this is maybe a little older than that bottle we had when we drank it at that
No,
time.
our oldest was 18. And it was
was it
last year. It would have been the same difference.
Oh, well, okay. I wasn't remembering it how quickly.
yeah, it
we
would have been
drank it, or-
18 to 20 versus 19
Okay,
to 21.
alright, fair
So it would have
enough.
been 2 years old.
So this one must have been a little less licorice in there, or it mellowed out better, one of the two. But this one's much better.
Austin, what do you think of it, my man over there?
It's
With
fantastic.
the booziness and the actual flavor of the brew, I think it's well balanced.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you drink enough of this, you're pretty much set.
It's definitely not DUI shelf worthy.
No.
So we always talk
You know
about
it's boozy.
we always talk about beers being DUI shelf worthy when they're higher than 10% but drink much lower. And
This-
we've had some that will drink that are like 15%ers that drink like they're 7. And those are straight up, you drink one of those, you hop in your car to go home and go, "Oh no, get out, I'm crashing wherever I'm at or calling an Uber." That's why we call it DUI shelf worthy. It's those ones that while you're walking to your car, you go, "No, I'm
I'm
not
going to go
driving
back in
home
and Big
tonight."
Spoon Tyler.
I will
Yeah.
say, I cannot tell the defining factor of the flavor of this brew.
That's what makes me like it so much.
I think so.
The
Especially with
cinnamon, the licorice, all that blends so well with the bourbon and the barrel.
When you have the abrasive flavors with licorice and cinnamon, those are things that are easy to overwhelm and be really strong and very forward and dominate a beer, and you barely get really either of them in this.
Yeah, the
Between that
bourbon,
balance,
the
that
bourbon
blend.
barrel blends very well with both
Soft,
harsh flavors.
creamy,
I agree.
mouthfeel and body.
It is a well
Decent, heavy, not thick,
Not thick.
but a decent body.
Yeah. Viscous.
Like you said, a kind of a creamy mouthfeel, but the cinnamon does give you a slight astringency at the end.
Yeah.
It really looks like Mike found God in that label right now. Like he's just searching for the
Mike
answers to the
found
stars
God.
in
Yeah.
there.
No, that's as good as it gets. Right there.
It's a damn good beer. It was one of those. Mike brought a bunch of beer today. Well, Jillian evidently brought a bunch of beer today. We decided, that especially as the way the episode had moved, we had a little bit of time. It was kind of bottle share time, in our opinion, on the last
Yeah.
one.
So
So
we chose a good one.
we have 3 beers back there that were all going to be probably really fucking solid bottles, and we went with John's favorite. So
I do feel it's fair to note that this is usually one of the top-rated oatmeal stouts in the world. John,
Yeah.
is that
I
right?
think it's an oatmeal stout. It's not
It's
even
a-
an
it's a-
Which I just
It's
remember that
Russian-
saying it. I
Russian-
forgot that. This has got the body of an amazing imperial, and it's an oatmeal.
Yeah.
it's a
Like-
thick oatmeal.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. John, it is your baby. You're scoring first.
This bottle's a 5.
Mike,
We can wait to see what the other ones are. Because I know what I'm doing, kids.
Is 5 the highest?
yep.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I'd put this at a 5. Yeah, it's there.
So last time we had this, I rated it a 4.25, I believe.
Yeah.
That bottle was very good.
Mm-hmm.
It was not elite. This bottle is absolutely elite. I would put it on par with any of the major stouts we've had. and I will give it a flat 5 as well. That is a perfect 5.
Say,
Now, Matt and Austin, who both have been drinking this beer. Hey, can you give him a high five over there?
oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, he tried to give me the turkey.
Jesus.
This bam. Like, I mean,
All right,
you know about
Matt
smell?
and Austin, you both have been drinking this beer. What do you think of it? Good Lord.
After you, sir.
Well, I'm drunk.
Age before beauty.
I'd give it a, honestly, I'm going to agree with all
So
three.
give it a 10!
Yeah, I mean, this is well balanced. The bourbon barrel is not too overpowering, but it's well prevalent with whatever flavors are behind this brew. So.
I think the temperature.
You
has
wanna
a
bring
lot
it
to
in?
do
Well, I'm going to start with...
5 out of 5.
I'm going to agree with Tyler and Jonathan over there, where the last bottle we had, it was good, but it wasn't, I like Tyler's word, it wasn't elite. Like, this one, this bottle, this time, this is that top tier stout. I don't want everybody to think I'm cool. It's a 5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah,
That is
I mean, this is-
impressive.
Impressive.
It's a resounding,
Really good,
deliciously well-crafted, amazing quality beer. I mean, there's nothing to fault on this.
We should cheers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out. I can't.
Yeah.
Can't cheers an empty glass.
Yeah, I got a little
Here,
bit
pour a
going
little
here
bit,
because
so
I'm...
cheers. Pour a little bit, so cheers. Somebody, give me a little bit, so cheers. Just a splash. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers.
Indy Craft Brew, Two Beerded
I can't reach
Guys.
it.
Oh, hey! Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, you can't cheers an empty
I'm not,
glass.
gonna, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want this to end.
Which the glass doesn't have to, but the show does. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh, can we do that segue like in the future? That was
really
great!
Good. That was really good.
Oh, wait. Most beer of the night.
That's where I was headed with all of this.
It sounded like you were going to do the, well, thanks for watching.
I'm going with that one.
Beer of the night. Just a reminder, it doesn't have to be the best beer. It can be the one that surprised you the most, yada, 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 yada. We're starting with Matt, not Mike. Matt, give me your beer of the night.
I really want to go with the Rusty Nail because it is amazing, but I'm going to go on a little bit of the surprise factor. Anchorage is always solid, but just the stuff that it's not my wheelhouse. The Anchorage beer that IPA
Tomorrow
we
is
had,
here.
that was really fucking well crafted, and for me, really not liking dank IPAs, that thing was really fucking good.
It really was. Yeah.
And Kevin Atwell says later, guys. He must be checking off as well.
Later,
Thanks for
Kevin.
joining us, sir.
John?
So, this brings me back to the very first time I had the Rusty Nail and how just fantastic it was. And you guys finally had a chance to taste it. Rusty Nail.
Mike, Rusty still?
Yeah, Rusty. Yeah. All the way, man.
What's
That's
funny
That's
is
fantastic.
my surprise level vote still goes to the Rusty because John hyped this beer up so much. We tried it the first time and it was just, it was good, but John had given us like all this, like,
He promised the
beer's
moon.
amazing, and then it was just really good.
Yeah.
This time, it's everything that John said. I'm giving it to Rusty. Austin, you were on the show as well. What do you think?
Oh, come on.
All right,
Yeah,
you know
come
what?
on over. Come on over.
Grip hug.
First of all, I want to thank you for featuring Indy Craft Brew in this podcast. All the beers were great. For rating them from fruited sours to stouts, it comes down to a simple decision that this last one we had was absolutely phenomenal. I will say though, as far as fruited
That's
sours
true.
go, between Imprint and 450, I mean both of them were pretty spot on. I think both of them were absolutely delicious. It's really hard to judge on the fruited sours sometimes.
I want more of this.
Mike's like, fuck it, you're wrong. It's this.
450 drops so many cans so often.
He's got to turn the bottle upside down, wait for all the
If
drops.
if we're basing it off of statistics on whatever the flavor was. Is there just can you tap it in that?
I don't think there's any.
You've still got your original pour left.
So obviously this one was absolutely fantastic as far as balance goes. If we're going to fruited sours, I really thoroughly enjoyed the Slush Mellow Air. I also enjoyed the Imprint, so it's really hard to choose between the two.
So you don't have a favorite beer of the night?
It's this one. Don't let him lie.
Mine was the parfait.
Yeah.
See how easy that was?
Parfait.
He's long-winded.
Yeah.
Parfait is good.
I like it. To the point. Yes.
Yeah.
Parfait.
Which again, we can find the parfait coming up next week. Where at?
Craftbeerkings.com.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, here's the issue. I
I'm
drink,
proud of you.
I
You
drink
actually paid
so
attention
many
that time.
slushies, and they drop so many every 3 weeks, and it's really hard to choose sometimes.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's very difficult.
if we had, 60 different variants of slushies over the past 3 months, I would be able to say, hey, this is the best
we
one.
actually have.
But at the end of the day, it was delicious.
It was good.
Most of them were pretty solid. So, I mean,
The numbers actually match.
All right, so we want to thank again everybody here from Indy Craft Brew for showing up today.
That's
It has been a
fantastic.
fun
Thank you, guys.
episode. It's
No,
been a different
cheers.
episode.
Can we say it was the Indy Craft Brew crew?
Really had a good time.
Hey, we're
Thank
glad you finally made it
Thank you so
on.
much,
Yes.
guys.
We're glad Austin and Jillian were able to join you. That was a good surprise to have.
this is
Like,
my
Yeah,
team,
thanks for coming
man.
down, everybody.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. That's a good surprise.
I'm sure it's just better than his
you,
game went down
Austin,
and
was a
he played it off.
man, dude, really nice meeting you guys. Hey, this was a great podcast. We had a good time.
Can we do a short pour of just that high five whiff that turned into a hair walk?
Don't do that.
I got you.
Yes,
I
there
got
we
you.
go. I knew he'd
That
come.
was
My brother
amazing.
always comes through, brother business partner.
Don't forget, you guys can find all past episodes on YouTube. All our past episodes are
yeah,
there.
we're coming back because this was fucking.
There we go.
Yeah. We're coming back.
The streak continues. No one flips the table, says, fuck it,
Hey,
I'm never coming back.
We
Cheers, guys.
gotta
Thank
bring
you.
we gotta bring some whales in next time.
Yeah.
This time we just brought some normal
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
We'll
no,
bring-
no.
Just
we'll
brought
bring
some 700-pound
those next
tuna?
time.
Sounds good, my man.
700-pound tuna.
Yeah.
Thanks again for coming, guys. We are the Two Beerded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
With us today,
At Indy Craft Brew.
The Indy Craft Brew crew.
and behind the camera, the one, the only.
Off-screen
Thank God
Matt.
you can't see him.
Off-screen Matt.
Off-screen Matt.
Off-screen Matt.
Off-screen Matt.
Hey, it's off-screen Matt.
Off-screen Matt.
Off-screen
Off-screen
Matt.
Matt.
I follow Off-screen Matt on Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, guys, on the post for today with the beer, you can find both Jillian and Austin's personal Instagrams in the tag. Follow them.
Follow me.
Later.
We just got like a nose on that.
That's those. They're
Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow, Internet.
Those are my people.